Hello, 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 everyone. I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Today is June 21st, and it is a Sunday. I hope everyone has had a nice morning, nice afternoon, nice evening, depending on where you are. I'm doing pretty well. I've just been kind of lazing about a little bit, not doing a whole lot, but you know what? I'm chilling. I watched a little bit of someone play the new 007 game in the morning. That was fun. That game is very, very cool. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of that game. Someday I will play it. Also, welcome on in, Alexandra. Welcome on in, Toast. Welcome on in, Lim. Welcome on in, Cryptid. Hello. I'm here for my streak. Can't stay because we're almost to the in-laws. I hope it's an amazing time. I appreciate you stopping in. Oh my goodness, Toast with the 85 stream streak. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. That is a massive streak. That's absolutely wild. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a ton. Also, yes, the question of the day. If you could live in any major city in the world for completely free, where would you choose to live? And Toast, you're saying that you wouldn't choose to live in any major city. Well, what about like minor city? If you could choose anywhere in the world, how about just like biome or like area of the world, I guess, doesn't like the city aspect of it isn't necessarily the most important bit. It's more just, curious. I'm curious about like where you'd want to live, Proud to be where you are. Okay, well that's fine. That's fine then. I can't believe I have enough service for Twitch right now. They live in the middle of nowhere. Well, I'm glad you do. You don't have to miss out on your streak. Also, Squiggy, hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. It's lovely to see you. 85 is amazing. Sad my streak reset. Oh no, that's always sad. But you know what? At least we still have our daily dose of radiation. So if you miss out on your streak, you can always just redeem the daily dose of radiation, and that continues adding up no matter what. So that you don't have to worry about missing out on. Also, everyone, I'm going to answer my own question of the day. If I could live in any major city in the world for completely free, I think, okay, there are three choices off the top of my head that I'd potentially go with. Okay, obviously New York City. That's a great option. I would also throw out Chicago. Chicago would be an option there. Because again, we're talking completely for free. If we don't have to worry about cost of living or anything, then, we can choose wherever we want. Then Vancouver would be an option. These are all, obviously like North American cities. But if I had to choose, also I'm going to throw Montreal in there. Montreal would also be an option there. It's probably at the bottom of this list, though, only because I don't know how to speak French. So I feel like Montreal has plenty of English and stuff, but I feel like Montreal would be a better experience if I also spoke French. So that's where I'm throwing Vancouver above it, because I love skyscrapers and I love mountains. Okay, I love skyscrapers, I love mountains. Vancouver also has a lot of parks, a lot of greenery, lots of diversity. We love that. Montreal is very diverse. I've heard that as well. Montreal, beautiful. It's honestly, it reminds me of like a European city in the middle of North America. Not the middle of North America, obviously, but I'm speaking figuratively. But like it's very much like a European style city in North America, and I love that. Obviously, there are like European cities that I'd potentially choose to live in as well. But again, language stuff comes into consideration. So like truly, I'd probably be thinking more like Dublin, perhaps. Dublin would be a nice option because English is spoken there. And also, I mean, obviously London would be an option as well. London, Dublin. And then once you start going more mainland Europe, you start running into more language issues. However, a lot of the major cities still have plenty of English speakers, but I would feel bad living in a lot of those places and then not being able to speak the language at all. So that's where I'm sort of like, you know what? Those are places maybe I would love to go visit. But like I would prefer to live in areas where English will be like perfectly acceptable. People won't necessarily, or like 90% of people won't look at you and be like upset that you're not able to speak the native language or like, whatever language Like not necessarily native language always, but like whatever language would be like the secondary language that, or, you know, maybe not secondary makes it sound like it's of less importance. And that's not what I mean. I just mean like the second most spoken language. Like in Ireland, for example, I wouldn't necessarily know how to speak Irish Gaelic, but most people, especially if I'm moving there and I'm not like an Irish person, people aren't necessarily going to be expecting me to be able to speak Irish Gaelic. Because also, there are plenty of Irish people that can't speak Irish Gaelic. However, that is coming back. And I'm hopeful that eventually, you know, maybe in 100 years, many more Irish people will be able to speak Irish Gaelic. That'd be wonderful. That'd be absolutely wonderful. I've gone off on a side tangent now, though. I've gone off on a completely different side tangent. Canada's so beautiful and green. Yes, depends where you are. Toronto, maybe less so. Toronto, less beautiful, less green. Canada's the best, especially Maritimes. Mr. Crypto said Reykjavik, but I don't know about all that. You know what? Reykjavik, I love Iceland. Iceland's beautiful. I've never been, obviously. Well, I guess it's not obvious, but I have not been. Reykjavik would also be in my list to potentially, like, if I could live somewhere without spending any money, you know, living there completely free and stuff. Reykjavik would definitely be up there. But again, I'm a major city person. I like living in major cities with like skyscrapers and things like that, and like skylines and lots of amenities and, you know, public transit and stuff like that. I love it. Never been to Edinburgh, but it feels very up my alley. I love that. I like a lot of cities in the UK, and then obviously in Ireland as well. I think there's a lot of beauty there. I think there's a lot of good, like, European sensibilities there in terms of, I don't know, like the concepts of like public transit actually being a thing and like healthcare being a thing, you know. I think that stuff is wonderful and I would love to have that. But yeah, if we're like not talking Europe or we're not talking North America, then you start talking, honestly, you start thinking like Seoul, you start thinking, you know, Tokyo and like these places. Those are also great options. But again, the main issue I have is that I don't speak those languages. So maybe like the hypothetical in this question that I'm going to add on to it just for my own answer. And also for anyone else, they can throw it in there as well. Let's say you can live in any major city in the world for completely free. And also you automatically learn the language. It enters into your brain. You can speak it fluently. You can understand it fluently. Then boom, we're talking Tokyo. We're talking Seoul. We're obviously talking places like Berlin. We're talking places like Vienna. We're talking like Barcelona, perhaps. I would pick Tokyo. Also, welcome on in, Derpy. Hello. How are you? I got weird there on the third hello because I used up all of my oxygen on the first two hellos. And so that third one had absolutely no staying power. You're well. I'm so glad to hear that. I am so glad to hear that. Tokyo is a great answer. Tokyo is an absolutely phenomenal answer. I think like truly, because again, major city, lots of density, huge density. You know what? Also, okay, we're throwing some other options in here. We're going to throw like Chongqing. We're going to throw like Beijing in there. I mean, all these major like Chinese cities, if you can speak the language or multiple of the languages, boom, amazing. I would love that. Or maybe Venice, but Italian politics not so great right now. Yeah, not so great right now. But you know what? Politics not so great in a lot of countries right now, unfortunately. So it's not like Italy is is unique in that aspect. That, you know, so that's like another part of this question. Maybe, you know, you have the, you know, completely free, you automatically learn the language, and also the politics become good. Maybe we add a lot of like hypotheticals and asterisks onto this question. Pretty soon we're going to be asking, would you want to live at Hogwarts? We're just going to start asking about living in fictional places at this point. And Toast, you're going with Iqaluit, Whitehorse, Yellowknife, Quebec, and Montreal. And you're going with all of like the capitals, all of the capitals of all of the provinces and territories and stuff. Outside of obviously not Toronto, because Toronto, like truly, Toronto probably not actually as bad as it seems in my brain, but it expensive, and then also not a lot of greenery. It's just a lot of asphalt, not asphalt, but just concrete and stuff. It's like the Houston of Canada, the Dallas of Canada, perhaps. I think Dallas is actually a better comparison. Maybe Houston's a good one too. I don't know. Just it's major city with lots of concrete, parking lots and stuff. Yeah, I like Canada though. Like truly, I would prefer Toronto over Dallas or Houston. I think that's an easy decision. I think, you know what? Also to throw into this question, another city, if we're talking United States, Seattle. Seattle would be a great option to throw in there as well. I love the entire Seattle area. Okay, and obviously I've never been there, but this is me talking in terms of me looking at maps, looking at photos. I'm big into like map browsing and big into like Google Street View and looking around and doing research on random places and like the suburbs and like the metro areas. I like reading up on stuff like this, and it just seems like the Seattle area, Seattle metro, the expanded area as well. So if you go up more north, like Bellingham, or if you go, more south or more southwest and you start going to like Olympia and stuff, then the entire area, I like it. Obviously there are bad areas and stuff, but I just mean like in terms of the cities, like in a broad view. And then also if we're talking, I guess, more like nature wise and amenities and things like that, I really, really like it. I like it a lot. Also, this is all just mostly like my idea of these locations. There's probably way more stuff I've never thought of. Because also it's not like I'm like seriously planning on like moving there or anything. This is all just hypothetical. Lace, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing absolutely well. Absolutely fantastic, I meant to say. Cryptid, you must away. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Cryptid. I appreciate that. Not here, just maintaining streak. You're exactly like Cryptid. You're using me for a streak. Lace. No, I hope you're doing well. I hope your time away is treating you well. I really do appreciate you. And Toast, you're also saying Sydney. You know what? Sydney's a great choice. Melbourne, also a great choice. I think Melbourne might be, I might prefer Melbourne over Sydney even. It's tough to say though. Okay, you mean Sydney, Nova Scotia. You're not talking Australia. You're just like, you're listing off like niche places that like no one outside of like Nova Scotia has heard of. That's fair. But yeah, well, niche. It is niche. It is a niche answer. Okay, it's big. Let me look up the population of Sydney, Nova Scotia. Let's see what the population is. Okay, we're pulling it up. It has... Where does it say? It's a former city and urban community. It has, let's look, see, population, 30,000 people, apparently. That's not big. That's not very big. Which, like, it's a city, absolutely, but it's not big. Like, if something is under 100,000 people, I'm considering it like a smaller city for sure. Also, definitely a niche answer. Cod, hello, Cod. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that. A ton, friend. Our provincial population is 1 million. Yes, no, absolutely. I'm not saying that like Halifax and like Nova Scotia is tiny or anything, but I'm just saying that If you're going to specify Sydney, that's a small location. Monaco, Kyle, thank you for coming by. Monaco is a great answer. Monaco is a great answer. You're going to choose Stockholm, Cod. Stockholm's a good answer as well. I think Stockholm is kind of an underrated answer. I think a lot, also, like Amsterdam, also a great answer here. There's a lot of European cities. Also, I believe like Stockholm and Amsterdam have like a decent percentage of people that speak English as well. And so you can get by pretty well. You aren't necessarily going to be able to do everything that like somebody who like speaks the language is going to be able to do, but you could live there and probably get by pretty easily as long as you learn some basics. It'd probably be a little difficult still though. Tish, hello Tish. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for coming by and thank you for the lurk. And you're thinking Barcelona, Lace. I brought that up earlier. Barcelona would be a good option if you could like speak the language, which I cannot. And so that would make it a little bit more difficult for me. But again, I did kind of add on to the question. Not only you're going to live there for completely free, but you're also going to instantly know the language fluently. And so I think Barcelona is a great option then. I think it's a great option. Barcelona, the culture, the architecture, the location, great. It's all great. But yeah, that's where it's like if you also get to like know the language fluently and it's in your brain, that does open it up to a lot more stuff. Obviously, lots of beautiful, amazing Chinese cities, lots of beautiful, amazing Japanese cities, South Korean cities. And then obviously you even sort of you venture into like South America if you want. You venture into Africa if you want. There's lots of locations you can go then if you can just kind of automatically learn the language. Also, congrats on the 3-stream streak, Lace. Congrats. You're gaming, so you are lurking. I appreciate that, Cod. I hope your gaming is going well. I hope your gaming is going phenomenal. We're going to be doing some gaming here as well, actually. Some gaming, a little bit of gaming. We're going to be playing some Town to City again. It's been over a week since I last played, I think. Maybe a week and a half. And I'm really excited to maybe revamp my city a little bit. We'll see how difficult it is. We will see what we have to do in order to keep our citizens the same, because we have some named citizens that are named after chatters. And so I don't want to lose them. So I might have to like build some homes in like a planned district a little bit of ways from where we currently are, and then demolish everything else and then rebuild stuff. I want to build it on more of a grid system, not a strict grid necessarily. There'll be a bit of a good grid system that'll be a little bit more strict, but I want to keep the road around the lake and I want to connect a grid up to that. And I want like a little bit of a different size grid system as well. I don't want it all to just be squares. You know, I want some more rectangular grids and stuff as well, just to still have some variety. Kiari, welcome on in, friend. I hope you're doing well. Road trip, guys. Oh, a road trip would be fun. A road trip with Chad. I ended up on trucker TikTok somehow, because I've always been interested in the like the cabs, you know, like the big front of like semis where like they sleep in there. There are some like wild European ones where you're almost in a camper, where it's like you have the front area where you sit to drive, and it'll be like these giant seats where like clearly it's like you're basically on a couch, and then there'll be like a spot on the right side where sure another person could sit, but like it'll be like a spot specifically like if you have a dog or something where the dog can like stare out like this extra large window as you're driving. But then they'll have it where it's like you stand up and go into the back and you have like a large fridge, like a fridge larger than you have in most homes, with like a freezer on the bottom that's also larger than most people have like in their homes. Then they'll have like an oven with a stovetop, a microwave. They'll have like a little couch area, and then they'll have like an area where it's like a desk and like again like almost like a booth, but then like a full size bed that pulls down. And it'll be like actually like really roomy in there. Again, these are really long cabs. Like these are the extra long cabs. They're not like what you normally see on like a semi, but it's like literally it looks like a camper connected with the front of a semi. It's wild looking, but like legitimately, I think that would actually be very, very survivable as long as you're okay with driving. Man, I don't drive, but like if somebody was like, oh, I love to drive around and like you're fine with being on the road all year round, like potentially truly what you could do is like if your partner was okay with that as well, you could just like drive around the country with your partner doing this and they could just live in there with you. I think that'd be sick. I mean, like again, I don't drive and I don't necessarily want that, but I think that could be the life for someone, like actually just amazing. If you get one of those extra long cabs where again, it's a camper. I love driving to be honest, but I hate commuting. That would probably it's kind of both, you know? Because like you are just kind of living on the road. You know what though, if you recontextualize it and think of it as more like you are like doing permanent camping in a sense. You know, if you're like driving around the country and just constantly camping, but then every once in a while you have to drop things off at a warehouse. Maybe that's the recontextualization you need to like make it work. Cause like you could like set up a PC and stuff and like game and stuff at night if you wanted to. Kiari, for question of the day, this may sound boring for me to choose, but I would choose Tokyo. You currently live nearly an hour away from Tokyo. I would probably move to specifically Nakamaguro or Harajuku. My boyfriend lives in both neighborhoods. If it had to be a different country, I would choose either Seoul in Korea or Chengdu or Shanghai in China, the most queer-friendly places in those countries. That's actually a great answer, Kiari. And I brought up earlier that like Tokyo would be a great option. Seoul would be a great option. Chengdu, Shanghai. I had also brought up Beijing or Chongqing. I think those are great places as well. Obviously, I don't speak any of these languages, but I brought it up multiple times now that I'm throwing into the question. It's not written down, but in my mind also, if you pick a random location, like a country where you don't speak the language, you learn it automatically and you're fluent. So that's going to be in the question as well then. We're on the road right now. Are you driving right now, Lim? Wait, Addie, can you pronounce Dartmouth? That's it, right? Dartmouth? I believe I'm saying that right. Tig, hello, Tig. How are you doing? Thank you for the lurk. I believe Dartmouth is correct. Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought so. W streamer, streamer pronunciation. I know how to pronounce a lot of these cities. Dartmouth. No, that's definitely not correct. Dartmouth. No, I know how to pronounce a lot of I would, like British and English and Scottish and Irish names and stuff like that. I mean, obviously there's some like I need to be taught. I mean, I don't know all of them, but there are definitely things where it's like you teach me how to say it once and then I'll say it correct every single time after. It's just I don't always know the pronunciation just looking at a word, you know? I like whenever I see like the mouth at the end, I know it's like myth. Or if I see shire at the end, I know it's like sure. It's like, there's lots of things like that where it's like that stuff is in my brain. But then there's like certain things where it's like a specific name that maybe I just need to be like taught. I don't have any like specific examples off the top of my head, but I do know that there are things like that. But yeah, we're going to jump into the game now. Let me get the music paused. As much as we love talking heads, we do have to get the music paused if we're going to be jumping into the game. Let me pause it. Let me turn it off. Let me launch the game. Let me also switch over to the game scene. So that way when the game actually launches here, we're already in. We're already in, chat. So yeah, that's how you identify tourists based on how they pronounce the name. That makes sense. That does make sense. Here we go. We are in. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my actual preview screen, making sure it's working properly. I don't see it yet. but it's like, you know, 5-6 seconds behind. So we will see. There it is. I see it. I see it. Let's see. Continue. How about Shubanakadi? I'm definitely not saying that right. I'm definitely not saying that right. That's definitely not one that I would be able to do. Okay, also, y'all are going to have to let me know how the volume of the game is. I'm sure it'll be mostly fine, but we will see. We will see. It has to load in first, you know? Okay, so this is my city currently, and I'm thinking what I will do. Where do I start? Where do I start from here? First, I think we pause. We pause and we figure this out. I think we're gonna... we want to move people. We want to move people over to like here, maybe. Maybe we just build... Ooh, how do I do this? That's a great question here. Draw roads. We definitely want to draw roads. But I think... Interesting. How about... First things first. We go with the brick road. Let's just remove. Let's remove first and foremost. Let's just remove. Let's go like this. Remove it here. I know the road's messed up. It's paused though. Everyone's very unhappy. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go square. We're going to go brick road. We want square. We are going to go... Ooh, line tool, please. Okay, is this centered? That's got to be close enough, right? That's got to be close enough. We're going to go like this. We're going to go to right there. I think that works. And then I think we got to... It's rough. It's rough, chat. We got to fix it like this, I think. We got to go like... Boom. Okay, like that. We didn't really do a lot here. I'll be honest. I'll be so honest. Did anyone from chat move in already? I think last I saw you were still in the tutorial stages. These are all people from chat now. These are all people from chat. And that's where I'm trying to prevent everyone from moving out and stuff. I think what I would like to do primarily is try and adjust this to make it more of a grid system somehow. I think we could probably do something over here if we move some houses out to here. We have to move people, though. We will have to move some people. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Here's what I will do. Here is what I will do. Road tool. I think we go like this. I think we go right here and we just kind of go out like this. We're gonna build some homes here and then we can move them back in to where they were previously. But we do need to like put some homes down like right here though first. How about like one right here and then one like there. Okay, we're gonna let all that build. Okay, let that build and we're gonna move people from the front of the village into these homes. And then we'll eventually tear down these homes and reintegrate them into these other homes, okay? But for now, we need to do this. Let's see. They're not going to be happy, but it's a temporary situation. Move family to another home. You're moving up to here. And then also, this family, move to this home. Move family. Moving you to here. Okay, anyone living in this house? No. This house also still has people in it. This is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Addie, could you say bismuth? I'm curious. Is that correct? Bismuth? Also, it's Shubanakadi. Okay, I think that's better. I think I've pronounced it a little bit better. I'm only worried about moving named families, by the way. The other ones, they can move out. Okay, Ariel, you are going to be moving up to here as well. Aggressively Violet, you will also be moving up to this little planned community. And again, you will be moving back in down here. But we need to figure some stuff out first. We need to figure some stuff out first. Okay, boom. You're in here. Okay, Bigsley. Are you living in this home or you're just walking by? You're just walking by. Okay. Phoenix, you are moving up here as well. People are living here. People are living here. I don't think I have anyone here, right? No. Okay, we have to look. Let's see. These are not named people. No one's there. Are these anyone like named after chat? Bigsley lives in this home. Okay. So we will move you. We can't move. I think all these homes have people living in them now. Okay. That makes it a little bit trickier. We're just going to move you into here then. You're going right here. Okay. We have to unpause and let that get built. And then we need to move all of you up to here. Okay. I think we've basically moved everyone out of here. I do need to check though to make sure. Because again, I don't want any of these people to move out. Like people that are named after church. Oh, I live right here. Okay, so I'm going to move myself. Honestly, can I just move myself to like some random location up here? None of these houses are, they're all occupied. So we just need to build another one right here. This is all going to get torn down as well because we need to redo all of this. We need to make this better because this is a weird little loop area. I don't like it. I do not like it. I'm not a fan of it. Lewison, this is my family. Am I right here? Yes, I'm right here. And so I do need to wait for that to get built. I could just double up some of these homes as well. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. I'm right here. So we're going to move you, move me up to here. We're going to wait a little bit. And now we are going to go like this. Where is there a demolish thing? Demolish buildings. Boom. Demolish. Demolish. It's all getting torn down, chat. All of this is getting torn down. And we're starting over. Reach an average happiness of 100% in your cities. I'm reaching 100% happiness by tearing down all the homes. Love that. We absolutely love that. I need to start tearing down more homes, chat. That's the issue. Okay. And we're going to undo a lot of this stuff as well. This gets torn down. This gets torn down. This gets torn down. Okay. We also need to go into what? One of these things we probably need, because I need to tear down all the decoration and stuff as well. This is going to get torn down as well. We don't want this here. Can I just like get rid of all the stuff en masse? That'd be real nice. Because again, we're going to redo all this. Okay. Easy, easy. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. This could be much worse. Okay. We just have to like get rid of everything along the sides of these roads, and then we'll have to redecorate in the future as well. It will get redecorated, chat. Do not bring yourself to any concern. It will be rebuilt. We can build back better, chat. We can build back better. Okay. We are going to get rid of all this as well. The beachfront area is going to get redone. And we're going to keep it paused as well. We're going to have a big influx of unhappiness. But once they see what we've done to their city, chat, everyone's going to be even happier. Sometimes you have to destroy things to improve it. Here we go. Get rid of all the lighting. Get rid of all of the flowers and plants. Okay. And then we're going to get rid of this little circular park here in the middle. It was a weird idea. It didn't really function how I wanted it to function. I couldn't really see what was going on there anyways. Demolishing all like the food stands and stuff as well. undo this stuff. Also, I think we're gaining back a bunch of money doing this, and we're gonna like potentially save money in the future by maybe not putting as many decorations down next time. We'll be smarter with the decorations, okay? Okay, let's get rid of like the well and all this stuff. Get rid of all the trees behind here, because this is a weird idea. I didn't love this. We'll get rid of the fencing along the road. It didn't look beautiful. It wasn't beautiful enough for me, chat. We're going to make it all better. Everything's going to be so much better. Okay, get rid of all these trees over here as well. We're going to get rid of all of this. All of this will be undone, and we will make it better in the future. It's a lot of work tearing everything back down, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Absolutely, it will be worth it. Because also, this stuff, it's going. It's going, chat. I don't necessarily hate this district up here. I think I'll probably end up redoing it as well. But this is better than what we have going on down here. This is better. This is a little bit more planned. This is not great back here. I'll admit, this isn't great back here. This over here. This is all early development. This was later development. But this will probably also get redone, if I'm being honest. But our first priority is going to be this little first area. Get rid of all these extra little flowers here that are just kind of there. And it didn't look great. It was purely placed there for the utility of it. And it wasn't great. It wasn't great. We're going to get rid of all these flowers as well, because they're just here. It gives us some money. We're going to redo this for sure. Because also we've unlocked new buildings since some of the stuff was planned out early on. Let's not get rid of all the shops and stuff here yet, because we're going to need this stuff to kind of keep some of our people happy, so the town doesn't like riot while we're redoing some of the other stuff. Let's get rid of these flowers, and then we'll undo the roads that we have at the beginning of our town. So we need to like repaint it, and we'll figure out how we want to be laid out. We definitely want to do like more of a grid system, but we need to figure out the right size for the grid. Because we definitely want plenty of room, you know? We want plenty of room so we can place a lot of buildings in there. But we also don't want it too big. You don't want like a giant grid system either. Because if it's too big, then there's like a gap in the middle that's going to be a little bit weird. But you know what? Potentially you could put a park in there. Potentially you could put a park in there. We're also going to undo this. I think we can make a better little triangle park, okay? So I like the idea of a triangle park. If you have some grids that are kind of like you have a separate grid that's on like an off angle, you can create like a little triangle grid spot. But we're gonna make it better, okay? Because again, all of this stuff was made when I was still learning the game. Okay, are there named NPCs living here that are like actually? No. Okay, we can get rid of these then, and we will repopulate. We will repopulate. It'll be easy, chat. It'll be easy. The main problem here is that I have like my mansion up here. Can I move this? Probably, right? I'm gonna get rid of the trees all around it. This is a weird idea, okay? This is a weird idea. I don't love it. It was silly. It was very, very silly, chat. We can make it better. I kind of like the idea of it being up on the hill, but we can make it better. And I don't necessarily want this road here. We're going to have to redesign it. We could definitely make it better. We'll keep the actual building here for now, but we're cleaning it up so we can redo it. It's a sunflower down there. We're going to get rid of all this road. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Where is there? There's the eraser tool. Okay, we're going to go like this. Let's make it a circle and make it bigger. Why is it... You have to like click separately and stuff. It's weird. Here we go. Okay, yeah, they're very upset. They're very upset. We're going to get rid of the sand along the beach. Get rid of all this. This was weird. This was a weird layout. Like an extremely weird layout. We're going to actually plan it out this time properly. I have to like click because if you hold down, it doesn't seem to actually do what it should do properly. What we're going to do here as well is we're going to have to reconnect some roads to do some proper, like, what do you call it? We're going to have to go like this, okay? So we need to get the people back onto like the actual, like we're going to go like this, okay? Just to kind of actually get these people back onto a road. We're going to put a road like over here temporarily, okay? That's not going to stay there. But we're also going to get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of this a little bit. This is going to be a weird layout. This is going to be a very weird layout. Fury, hello! Lurking while I work. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am. Having quite a nice day. So I'm definitely having a good time. Building some stuff here, you know? But yeah, we're trying to fix our city a little bit. We're trying to fix our city a little bit because it's a weird layout. It's a weird layout. Let's see if these people get back onto the roads properly. I want them to actually get up to their homes and onto the roads. Let's get everyone reintegrated back into things. Everyone's very unhappy, obviously. But we want them out of the area that we're going to be like revitalizing and fixing up. We want them out of there. Picking up fallen branches, some sticky business. It does sound like some sticky business. I agree. I absolutely agree. We want all these people to get up into this area and up into here. And then we'll clear out these roads. We will clear out these roads. Because we're going to redo all this. We're going to redo all this. We're going to probably put a line of trees and a fence along the road again. Okay. Families do not want to move into town anymore. That makes sense. That makes total sense to me. The town has been completely decimated. But you know what? We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it like right now. We're going to pause. And now we get rid of this road. Let's make the circle bigger. Let's go like this. We do not need any of that down there. We're going to clean up that road a little bit. And we're going to go like this. We're going to redo all of this. We don't need any of that there. Okay. That's been cleaned up. Now what we do... Well, let's fix that little bump out. We're going to redo all this up here at some point as well. Krager, oh my goodness. Krager, thank you so much for the raid, friend. How are you doing? I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. And welcome on in, Mac. Welcome on in, Nikki. I'm playing some Town to City today. For any of y'all who don't know who I am, my name is Irradiated, but you can just call me Addy. I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of Skyrim. In the past, I did Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm going to be doing the Resident Evil 3 remake coming up in October. I did Tiny Bookshop. I do some cozy games sometimes. I do indie games like this. I do a huge variety of stuff. Like truly a really wide variety of stuff. I've done Pokemon Leaf Green. I every once in a while I do some Pokemon Snap. I was doing that for a while, and now I'm taking a little bit of a break from that. But after I finish up Skyrim, I'm going to be going into Fallout 4. But today we're doing Town to City, which is a cozy little city management thing, where also people in chat end up being characters in the game when people move in. And it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Right now, though, we are redoing the beginning parts of our city. And so people are very upset with us currently. People are very upset with us currently, but they're going to be happy in the end. They're going to be happy in the end as we improve this. Okay, let's see. Also, Krager, what were you playing, friend? Hey, I'll be back in about an hour. I'm going to relax after the sticky business. Hey, I hope your relaxation goes well. I appreciate you coming by, friend. We're going to do like a smaller little road here, I think. Maybe we do like a 2, because we want like a grid system, right? But we want, you know what? Instead of that, let's do a little bit wider. We want like a nice little road here. Let's see if we can get this to line up properly. That seems pretty good. I think what we want is we want a line tool. Absolutely. We want square. We want a square road here. And I think 3 is a good size. Yes, have a good one, Lim. Appreciate you. You're doing GeoGuessr. We love that. You know what? We have a great question of the day that I think is going to be amazing for all you people who love GeoGuessr like I do. If you could live in any major city in the world for completely free, where would you choose to live? And there's a little second part of this question here, is that the city you choose to live in, you automatically learn the most common language there. So if you go to like Tokyo, you fluently understand Japanese now. Okay. That's the additional sort of thing that I'm throwing into it. Okay. Is this centered? Do you think, chat? That seems pretty centered. So I think what we do is we want this to be like actually centered. We want this to stop like right here, right next to the side of that. And I gotta know the size of like homes. Okay, we can put homes like up here probably. A home will go like right here. So I think what we do is we want to put the road like right here-ish. Right? Spain's a good answer. Italy is a good one, Nikki. Britain is a good one as well. Gonna take the dog out back into Betty. Hey, I hope the dog situation goes well for you, Cracker. Also, Herc, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I did notice that. I just was greeting all of the people coming in on the raid first, and then I forgot to answer you. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go straight here. We're gonna go for a ways. I think that's a good idea. Go like that. We can extend it further in the future. Same over here. We're going to go for a ways. We're going to keep it straight. Not something I've ever said before. We do not keep things straight here. We keep things very much gay. Okay, we are going to extend this just a little bit down to like right there. I think we're going to extend this a little bit more as well. Because why not? Why would we not extend it further? I think we don't need to extend it a lot, but just extend it to there. And we'll do more with that in the future then. I think what we will do is I think we could put... I think we want homes being on this road like this. Ooh. Is this too much though, chat? Do we think this is too much? Interesting, because we want some straight roads like that, but we also don't want just things lined up like this. I don't think I want things just lined up going down the road. I think I would prefer things being lined up on the other side like this, and then some tree. Oh, because we want like a business district, you know? Interesting conundrum here, Chad. Interesting conundrum. Okay, this is tough. It's actually kind of tough. We could do like a little sideways road here, maybe. That I don't hate. Just doing something like that. Connecting it up. What if we also connect road up like this? You know, going like this a little bit. That's kind of nice. I don't know what to do with any of this space, I'll be honest. This could be like a nice little shopping area or something. I don't know. Like this. But we want like a little triangle spot. That is something I've spoke on. So I'd like a little park here or something. This is a nice little beach area, potentially. I don't know if this is a bad idea or not, chat. It's tough to say. You know what, though? What if we do like another little triangle spot? Like, or not a triangle spot. We kind of take a road going out like this, and we go like that. We make like a separate little triangle there. It's not perfectly lined up, though. I'll be honest. It's not perfectly lined up. I think we need to go like that. And then maybe we go like this to line it up more. It's not perfect. I'll be honest. It's not perfect at all. How would we even go about doing that? How would we even go about doing that? That's tough. if we go like this? That rock's just going to be in the way. That rock's going to be in the way. I feel like this is the sort of situation where you'd almost have to just start over the entire city. And I don't know if I want to do that. Because I don't know if I love the... I don't know if I love this grid system. Because it's not really a grid, you know? It's not really a grid system. I think we might just need to like undo some of that. Let's keep going back. How do we do this, chat? Anyone have any ideas? I think there's probably a good way to go about this, but I don't know if I know how to do it properly. I think there's a good grid system to establish. I think we know first things first. How about we just go like this? We start here and then come down. We go like that. Put one right there. And then what if we have to get rid of this road to like probably do this properly, don't we? Or we start here and we go straight up to here. And then we'd have to go, interesting. That's crooked, obviously. So we're going to undo that. This is like actually like difficult. This is actually very difficult to do like a proper grid system in like a way I would want to do it. Maybe we start out with a grid system and then just say fuck it. Like maybe we get rid of those two roads. Get rid of those. We just have a straight road right here. And then wait, what if we it's tough, chat. It's really tough. It's actually way more difficult than you would think. It's way more difficult than you would think. We're going to go like that. Let's do a circular road instead. Go like that. And then what if we just kind of go alongside the pond? You know, let's go like that. And then we do another one, just kind of going like that. These roads are smaller than these roads, obviously, because I kind of like the idea of having smaller roads in between stuff. But now I'm kind of thinking maybe the bigger is better. Maybe bigger is better sometimes, chat. Is this going to be centered? I think that's centered. I am pretty sure that's centered. Let's line it up. Let's go like that. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And then we're gonna just kind of do a road like that. This is really difficult. This is really difficult. Let's just do freeform. We're gonna curve it. Oh, that's too much of a curve. I think we want to go like this. That's okay. That one's not okay. That's not great. I don't love that. We are going to make this better. This will be better. Okay. I don't know if it will be better. I'll be honest. Are we just going to end up with kind of like the same thing, potentially? That's very possible, to be honest with you. It might just be kind of like, what was the point, you know? What was the point of changing any of it at all? But I think what we want to do is we want to just erase all of this and reconnect the road. I think we're not going to worry about this bit up here actually that much. We're going to kind of go like this though. Get rid of the there, and we're going to go like this. That's okay. That's not okay. We just need to kind of fix that little area right there. That's better. Okay. That is a little bit. That is fixed a little bit. That is fixed a little bit. What do I do with this mess of stuff, chat? What do I do with it? Okay, that's fixed a little bit. I've reconnected it, but I need to make this road not so... There we go. Okay, that's less crooked there now, or like wiggly. It's more of a straight line here. This needs to be moved. Obviously, this needs to be moved. But to where, chat? To where? Okay, this is tough. This is actually like difficult, to be honest. Here's what we're gonna do. We can undo that many more times. What if instead of undoing everything, we load game? Campaign autosave 1142. This is all today. What was our first one? This is from the beginning. Let's reload that one. Let's just reload. let's rethink this maybe. Let's rethink this maybe. I had grand plans and a big concept, and now I'm wondering if it's something I can even execute. Because you know what? Maybe we keep some of this layout, actually. How about we load back even further? How about we go back to here? How about we go back to here? We start from where we were at the beginning. And let's just try and fix it from there. Let's do like small revisions instead of like tearing it all down, maybe. Let's try like some small revisions. We'll get rid of the park in the middle area because that was weird. Maybe we get rid of like 1 or 2 homes and connect some roads. Like right over here, we could definitely like maybe like get rid of like some of these homes, or get rid of this one, and like maybe kind of like get rid of these 2 and reconnect this road up to here to have a more proper loop. That'd be better looking, probably. That'd be better looking, at least. I think for now, we're going to put 1 home over here. We're going to put a couple of homes over here. These are not going to be permanent homes, but they will be areas we're going to move some people to. Like over here, Ariel Gold, you are moving it up here, okay? You're moving into this lovely home. And then your old home, it's getting torn down, okay? It's getting torn down. Whoever lives here, this is me, I believe. But we're moving you up to here. And then we are tearing down this home. Absolutely. We are tearing it down. And we're going to get rid of this stuff right here. And we're going to connect this road up, okay? Oh, there's still some more decorations to get rid of. We're going to get rid of that stuff. Get rid of the lights. And we're going to put a road going straight through right there. That's better. That is much better, actually. That already, look at this. Now you can get up around here and stuff. Amazing. I don't know what we're going to put over here. This is probably just going to be a little park over here. We can make this a nicer little park area. This is a little weird in here still. So I think what we'll do is we'll just get rid of all this stuff. And maybe we move some homes around a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what we do with this. I'll be honest. Cancel. Don't want to tear down any residents, but I think we will get rid of this. Demolish these shops. We're going to pause. We're going to pause. I forgot to pause it. We're going to get rid of all this garbage in here. We're going to rethink this whole little district area, okay? I think what we got to do is we got to go into the erasing. Get rid of that. This all has to go. This all has to go in here. Also, in about a minute, I do need to run ads. And once we have to do that, I'm just gonna switch over to just chatting. We're gonna switch over to just chatting. That'll be the easiest way to avoid anyone missing any content of this amazing content. I think truly this was poorly thought out. Obviously, this was poorly thought out. This was not thought out at all. Is actually like the main issue. What we could probably do is move these people. We're going to move these people into another home over here. And we're going to get rid of this home as well. So I think we need a wider berth here. I think we need to go into draw roads. I think we probably erase what we just did. Let's do that. Okay. We're going to go down to here. We're going to find where we kind of connected that. We're going to go like that, and we're going to do a wider berth. We're going to kind of go over here a little more to give ourselves a little bit more space. Hey, Becca, how are you doing? It's lovely to see you. How was your day been? We're trying to fix up our town a little bit because it was, I'll be honest, really ugly. That's not good. That's not a good connection. That's not a good connection. We are going to do this a little bit wider. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's very difficult to make a nice looking road in this game. We're going to go like that and then turn it like that. Okay, that's better. That's a little bit better. It's a little wiggly though. It's a little wiggly, I'll be honest. Can I just like fix that? Can I fix that if I go in here like that? I did fix it a little bit. I did fix it. It's a little bit wide down here, but maybe that's fine. I'm okay. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We're trying to really fix this up. And I'll be so honest. It's a huge challenge. It is a huge challenge. I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. This is only my second time ever playing this game. And so it's not... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to demolish all this stuff. Most of this stuff in this little circle area. And we're going to try and figure out a better layout. We're going to try and figure out a better layout. These two homes right here are not bad. But we don't know what we're doing over here. Like, that looks terrible. Maybe we don't worry about it. Maybe we add a home like over here. Maybe we go like this. We put a home there. Maybe we put another home like right here. I don't like that. I don't like that. We don't... I have to wait for that to be built, it looks like. No, I don't. I don't. Okay, how does this look right there? Does that look weird? It's definitely going to look weird, isn't it? This was really poorly thought out. This whole layout. I think we need to put a home right... Do we put a home like right here? And then put a home here? I think that's just the same layout we had before. Pretty sure this is just the layout we had before if we put a home here. Invalid location. Okay, we can't put a home there. But what if we do like that? Do I have more room to put a home right here now? If I put a home right here, can I put another home right here? No. Is this the best I can do? Answer today, probably one of the Pacific Northwest cities like Portland or Seattle. Never been, but it's always been a pull for me. I love the rain and I love mountains and stuff like that. And so I feel that for sure. I absolutely can relate to that. I think it's definitely a pull for me as well. My answer, if I had to choose, so I have a couple of options here. I do have to run ads here in a minute, but I'm going to answer the question and then I'll switch over to just chatting and stuff. I'll pause the game and switch over to just chatting and I'll answer the question and then we'll run ads. So my answer, I have a couple of top answers. Either like New York City or Chicago. Like those are two like very easy answers for me. Because again, we're not talking about money. It's completely free for us to live there in this prompt. Also, you learn the language. You're fluent in whatever the main language is. That's the other thing. So New York City or Chicago. Seattle is an easy option as well. Vancouver potentially. Portland potentially. And then also Montreal. Montreal is kind of an interesting option there. I love how European it feels. And then there's always like Dublin. There's always like London. There's Tokyo. There is Shanghai. There's Beijing. Did I say Tokyo already? Seoul would be interesting. Vienna would be cool. Berlin would be cool. I'm basically just naming a lot of like major cities. Seattle would be a very easy option though, because I have so many friends there. I think that'd be a very easy option. Also, Pip. Hello, Pip. Helsinki, Portland, Tokyo, Amsterdam, Rotterdam. Amsterdam's a great choice as well. Amsterdam is a great choice as well. But yeah, I like Seattle would be really easy because again, I have so many friends out there. Like I have so many friends within like an hour of Seattle. So that would be very, very easy for me. Also, it'd be a great decision. But yes, I do need to run ads now. So I will see y'all here very soon in a few minutes. I appreciate y'all sticking with me through these ads. And there we go. Here are the ads. But yeah, I think that there are a lot of good options if you can speak the language. If you can't speak the language, I feel like a lot of Asian cities would be very, very difficult. A lot of European cities, you're still going to have lots of difficulty, and some cities more difficulty, but a lot of European cities do have a decent amount of people that speak English. And so you could probably survive there. If you don't speak English, you'd have to, or if you don't speak like the language, if you only speak English, I guess that'd be my way of phrasing it. But you would still have to know enough of the language or be able to translate it properly. Technology helps. Technology does help, especially if you have like a phone that you can just kind of like look at through a camera and have it translate everything. But you would have some difficulty even doing that because translation isn't always 100% accurate. And then also, if you have to answer things in the language, that could probably cause some issues. But again, you could translate. You could use translators and stuff. But again, it would not be the most convenient thing in the world. So you would have some issues with that as well. I'm going to take a quick drink here as well of my blueberry Powerade. I'll take a drink here real quick. I'm thirsty. Okay, there we go. There we go. Delicious. Delicious, chat. I think Tokyo would be wonderful, but yeah, like Becca said, a little bit stressful living in some of these major cities, maybe. Not your bubbly water? No, not my bubbly water today. I do have some bubbly water over on, not my nightstand, but I have a little shelf thing I'm in a basement, so it's like there's like a little concrete ledge along the side of one of the walls, but there's like a wooden board on top of it, and I like putting all my stuff up there. It's like a long shelf. I really like Toronto too. It's a wonderful city. I feel like Toronto, I described it earlier. My perception of it, I don't know how accurate this is. I know there's a lot of culture there, and it's a big city, so there's a lot of different areas. My perception of Toronto is that it's kind of like the Dallas or Houston of Canada in terms of the amount of concrete it has. It's a lot of roads, it's a lot of parking lots and things like that. Whereas like Montreal and like Vancouver have way more like greenery and more parks and things like that. My goodness, Wednesday. Welcome on in, friend. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if you can hear me right now. Ads are almost over. So I will greet you again. The ad break is finishing now. Well, I hope everyone is back from the ads. I appreciate y'all sticking with me through those. I'm going to greet you again Wednesday. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. So Kiari, let's see what you're saying. A lot of tourists, mostly white tourists, come to Japan expecting the same level of English that they get in European trips. I get so frustrated standing behind a tourist in line who insists on just speaking English slower and louder and repeating themselves to cashiers and other workers who are really trying their best to be nice, but English fluency in East Asia is among the lowest in the world. They need to just use Google Translate. Yeah, that seems frustrating because speaking English slower and louder is not going to help someone who doesn't understand English. It would be like trying to speak Japanese slower and louder to me. Like, I don't know Japanese. So it doesn't matter how clearly you say it or no matter how slow you say it, I am not going to understand it. Yeah, that's really frustrating. Definitely like ideally people would learn Japanese if they're going to Japan and then fall back on Google Translate to help. But I think that is like a tough ask for a lot of people to like actually just learn Japanese. So I understand, because I also like people should be able to experience this like other cultures without having to learn the languages fluently. But I think you should be able to read a little bit of it or like understand like context of things. But Google Translate, I think, can be really, really helpful. Just don't go around expecting everything to be super smooth. Maybe don't go out of your way to like interact with people, or like to put service workers into like weird positions, you know, like keep it simple, I think is probably the best way to try and deal with things. Like if you have to order food or something, definitely keep it to what's on the menu. Keep things pretty basic and simple. Don't make the jobs of service workers more difficult than it needs to be. Tourists going to non-Anglo countries and using English is so wild. Yeah, I mean, I understand to a certain extent. Like if you're in like a more touristy area of Tokyo, you can probably get away with it a little bit more. But if you're like really, you should just be using Google Translate if you can, which you can. So, and I would even say the same thing for if you are going to like a European country. If you can, maybe try and use Google Translate, but it depends on the city. It really depends on the city, because some European cities, like English is a second language. And so you can get away with just speaking English for most interactions. But there are a lot of like larger European cities where using Google Translate will get you much further than if you're using English. So yeah, it's tough though. It's tough because it really depends on the city. But yeah, if you're in like if you're in like an Asian city, you probably just want to learn the language a little bit and then use Google Translate instead of trying to rely on your English. Let me switch back over to the game here. I'll keep yapping, obviously, but let's get back into the actual game here too. In France, just speak English because they look at you like a squash bug if you attempt French. It's interesting because I've heard multiple things about France, is that sometimes people won't interact with you unless you speak French, but if you speak French poorly, they also won't interact with you. I'm done monster hunting. I'm back. Well, welcome back, COD. Welcome back. I scrapped what I was doing before, and now I'm just trying to like make the city a little bit better. Just trying to make it a little bit better instead. I feel like it's probably a better way to go about it. Just trying to like improve what I already have. So instead of like this area just kind of going down here and the road ending, I'm trying to connect this back up. But I really don't like how this is looking at all. I really don't like it. I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to get rid of this house. I think we just need to redo this loop in like a better way. So I don't really like how this loop is at all. Is this the game where viewers can be villagers? Yes. So people in chat, when they move in, they will have like the names of people here. So I have no available houses here, so I can't move these people in. But I'm working on it. I am working on it. I think what we're going to do also is we're going to get rid of like this well here. We need to redo all this. This needs to be redone. This I don't like over here anymore. We need to make this loop better. Do you have the commands enabled? I do have them enabled. We'll see if they turn back off though. It's possible they've turned back off. Twitch. Not connected. Okay. Authorize. It's opening up on my second screen. We have to reauthorize it every time we reopen the game, it looks like. Music is so lovely, by the way. Yay, piano. We love it. We love it. It's very good. Filtered names. Okay, we're good. Required join command to join? No. So anyone that's just in here, they're in. So people that are moving in, they will get names now. Okay. The reauthorization is something I fixed with CODBot today, actually. Ooh, that's exciting. That's very exciting. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're trying to fix this little loop because the loop is not good right now. The loop is not good. How fix that? I think what we'll maybe do, because I think we do want houses like around here like this. Ooh, can we like add it? We can add another one right there. I think that's going to be better. And then maybe we go over on this. Okay, we're going to wait for these houses to get built. It's such a mission to not need it. I understand why they didn't do it. You understand? Wait. I don't think I understand what you're saying. Okay, we're going to pause now. And now we're going to put a house right here. We're going to put a house right here. And I think I can fit one house right here. I think that's much better. I think that's a much better layout. Let's see how it looks when it all gets fully built here. But I think this is going to be much better than what I had before. Yeah, it's a little bit less awkward. There's still a little bit of awkwardness here, but I think I'll just put like a little bit of park here or something. It's a mission to no longer need the authorization every time you close the program. Interesting. I didn't know that. So here you are. Here you are. You're right here, COD. You're working at a little flower shop. It looks like. Requires townsfolk. Let's add another person then. We'll fix it. Okay, this is a little bit better over here. We're gonna have to fix up some stuff over here now, probably. We can get rid of this stuff. This stuff is not necessary. We'll get rid of some of these trees over here as well. I don't really like the road over here, but I guess we'll let it stand. Maybe we get rid of this back here, honestly. This is a weird little pathway that I do not like. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna get rid of this. We're gonna find the end of this over here. I should have gone the other way. So we don't really want this here, but I will just like reround it out. That's better. Okay, it's been fixed a little bit. I don't like the well back here anymore though. And I'm gonna clear out these trees, clear out the benches. I don't really know what to do with this road. I just know I don't like it. So I think we just get rid of it. I'll be honest. I think we just get rid of this road. There's nothing on it, so there's no reason to keep it. No reason to keep it. Okay. Let's see. I assume cryptid is super far ahead of the fishing. Oh, almost certainly, right? I see no reason how cryptid, like how could cryptid not be? Okay, get rid of this road. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't need to fix a lot. Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed. Then we'll get rid of this over here, though. A little bit of road I like didn't get rid of here, it looks like. Yeah, that's better. That is better. It still needs to get fixed. A bunch of the stuff is like not good yet. I don't know what we're doing over along the side of the road. Maybe shops. Maybe we put some shops over here. That could potentially be like a good space use. We do like a fruit stall and a vegetable stall. We do like this. And then what about a fish stall right over here as well? Could, right? Does that make sense to do though? Because we don't have a fish stall over here. What is this? Vegetable stall, fruit stall. We don't need these two. We don't need these two because we already have those two up there. I don't know what we'll put here though. That's a question. It's a question I don't know how to answer. I'll be honest. Maybe a fish stall over here would be good. I don't know. Do I have, let's see over here, cheese stall, fruit stall, poultry stall. A fish stall right over here would make sense then, actually. Let's do a fish stall right here. Yes, beautiful. And let's get rid of these flowers. All these flowers, it's just a mess. It's a mess of flowers. I see no reason. We could do like a small little pedestrian walkway through here, maybe. That might look kind of nice. It's not necessary, but it might be. Let's see, this is at 5. So what if we go down to like 2? And we add like a little bit of like a... I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Let's make it a little bit more of like a... Yes, okay, round it out a little bit to make it a little bit more inviting, you know? I don't hate that as a walkway through there. Kind of makes it a little bit more inviting. Let's see. What do we do here? We could do a little... we tried this before. Wait, right through here might be a good spot. What if we do this, chat? That's actually terrible, I think. I think that's terrible. Let's not put a pathway through there. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. I think what we do is maybe we plant some trees. Trees will look nice. And we can put like a tree right here as well. Let's see. Tree. Pine tree? Maybe not a pine tree. What if we do... What about like that? Maybe that's too big of a tree. That's even bigger. That's even bigger. Again, these trees are too big. You know what, though? Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe this tree is not placed very nicely, actually. Let's get rid of it. Let's try and place it better. We can rearrange these lights. We don't need to worry about it. We can rearrange everything. Also, Cod, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you. Pine tree. Ooh, what about a smaller tree? That's what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. We want to do like a smaller tree, like right here, maybe. It's crooked. It's crooked. Okay, smaller tree. We want to do it like right here, I think. That's better. And then we want to put like a lamppost there and a lamppost right there and then a lamppost right there. That's better. This one's in a weird spot, but it's fine. It's fine. I need to like not be as like so pressed about it. It's just fine. It is fine. We'll put some like right along here. Right down there. Put one over here. One right here. Put one right here. We need to relight these areas now. Gotta say, modders GTA Online suck. I have not played GTA Online in so long, but I believe it. I believe it. I'm not shocked at all by that. I'm sure they make it really, really difficult. Okay, this is better. We do need to add some town folk to some of these shops and stuff, though. Okay, there's more there now. These ones need townsfolk at them, because otherwise they're useless. Absolutely useless if people aren't actually there. Okay, an additional person there. We need some additional people working there. Okay, do we have additional homes? We have homes right here. Everyone can move in. Everyone can move into these homes. We have new families being added every day, chat. Every day. Like, I don't hate the game, but shit, I need friends to play with. I feel like that would make it easier. Like with most games, if you have like friends to play with, it's a better experience than if you are playing it like with strangers. Sometimes you get lucky and you find some good strangers and you end up like being friends with them. That does happen. It has happened to me before. But usually what happens is you end up playing with strangers and it's like either an average experience, you don't really talk to them and it's like fine, whatever. There's no issues, but it's not amazing or anything. Or it's like an annoying experience or a bad experience. Like that, I would say that's about 50-50. It's either a bad experience, maybe not 50-50, but it's like 40-40, you know? It's like there's 140% where it's like a bad or like not great experience. Another 40% where it's just kind of an average whatever experience. And then like that last 20% is like a positive experience to like great experience. Let's see. I don't know what else to do over here. Probably just like decorating, right? Like I'll do like 2 trees right over here, 2 trees over here. Then what if I could do like a well over here or something, I guess. I don't know. I'm just going to do some more trees. Trees look nice. You know what? I want like large trees in like the center area here. We want to do one here. Oh my goodness. Honestly, the really large tree. Maybe that's crazy, actually. What if I do like the really large tree in the center here? I kind of want to do that. I want to do that. So we're going to get rid of this tree. And we're going to go with like the really large tree in the center. That's not bad. I don't hate that at all. I do not hate that at all. But we want smaller trees than like down here. I think we want to do like 3 here. I want to do like 1 there and then another right down here. We probably want to do like 1 tree here. We want a taller, skinny tree right there if we're going to do one. So I think we probably want to do like, yeah, like that. Like that's perfect right there. And another taller, skinny one, like right in here probably, but not the same one. We want to do like a different one, like right there. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. This is a much nicer area now. Bob Ross and this shiz, absolutely. We're trying our best, you know? We gotta improve it little by little. Little by little, chat. Desires a house with apparel shops nearby. You know what? How about right here? Desires a house surrounded by decorations from a light source. We can move you in right here. This is all brand new area. All a brand new area. This resident is not happy. How can I improve it? Home decoration. Okay. I don't know where you're living. Where are you? You're living over here? We need more decoration, you're saying? How about I add some more like trees and stuff over here? More trees will help. How about, ooh, this is not a lit up area. This area is also just like not very nice over here. This is like the slums. I'll be honest. We're going to add some more flowers though. More flowers will help. Add some flowers here. Let us also, like, this is a weird little area. Like there's literally a road that goes back in between houses and there's more houses out in the back. And then you're looking at the backs of other people's homes and stuff. It's really not a nice little spot. Let's see. How about we go with, how about some like benches? How about some benches? Benches are always a good call, I feel like. How do I turn this? Okay, weird angles here. Okay, put that there. That right there. More benches always good. I can put a bench on the other side here. That'll be nice. And what if I put like a little well back here? A well right back here is quite nice, actually. And then I think, I don't know. Are these people any happier? A little bit, I guess. But they're not very happy at all. They are not very happy at all. How about, can we put these on the windows? They don't want that there. How about these ones? These ones we absolutely can. And we should put them on a bunch of these homes. Just to make this area nicer. You know what? Instead of this being like a little slum now it's the garden district, okay? This is the garden district. We're going to really lean into that, okay? We're going to really lean into that and say, you know what? Not the slums. Not the slums. People were calling it the slums before. Not anymore. No longer will they call this the slums. How about some potted plants up on like the decks here? How about we put like a potted plant right there? Another one like right there. Another one right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This one's going right there. Where else can we put some? You know what? How about we put some up here too? On the other side. Because these are the people living on the other side of the garden district. This looks like one of those really old cities that's been built over 100 times, which is funny because you're planning out in this exact moment. It's true. Yeah. It's very much being planned out in like a haphazard way, I would say. It is not, it's not being planned out long term, you know? But it's not bad. It's not bad looking. It's just very, I don't know. It's not great. I'll admit it's not great. But you know what we should do? We should have some swans out here. How how about some like that? Let's do like some ducks over here maybe. That's nice. That's nice. Love it. It's rustic. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. This is just not great, maybe. You know, it's not the best, but it's fine, you know? If I could move this house over just a little bit and this one over a little bit, just to make this path a little bit less narrow, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be very good. You know what? I'm gonna make a little path right here. I think this is a good idea. Another little path right here. I need to fix that. That's not very good. How about we go from like right here? There we go. Just another little path out of here. Because why should you have to walk from this house all the way down, around, and through here? I think that's too long of a path. This way there's another little exit over here. People like walk in to get to their homes. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. 79% happiness. There's not enough leisure, though. There's not enough leisure. And you know what I think I'm going to do, actually? Because this is the garden district. We're going to add even more flowers, like, on the ground. How about, like, these? How about we have this be, like, a little garden area back here? Where it's, like, there's a little bit of flower field. Like, below this giant tree. There's a flower field over here. And then there's a well. And there's just, like, a flower field around the well. I think that sounds nice. Add some around the back here. And out over here like that. Yes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, now I think they're all... You know what? And you know what? The flower field would not just end. The flower would continue along the other side of this grass as well. Now it's like actually... Like, it's more of like the garden district, you know? You know what? And there's some flowers back here too. Between these little cracks of the homes. It makes sense, you know? There's flowers out here. Another one back here. Gorgeous. Now it's deserving of its name. Well, we want it around the front here so people know what to expect, you know? In this little area. To know, like, oh, out here, that's where the garden district is. Absolutely. Okay, let's get it around over here as well. So people know when they walk past. Like, yep, that's the garden district back there. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We want it over here too a little bit. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, we don't know what we're doing with this little spot yet. I have zero clue. What about a little... I don't know if a park here might be our best idea, but I'm not committed to it. I'm not committed to it yet. Desires a home surrounded by decorations. We could put you over here. I mean, these are our spots. So those are where we have openings. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Let's see, we have Cod living right over here, it looks like. Wednesday, are you in town yet? I don't know if you're moved into town yet. Doesn't appear so. I think also maybe the warehouse isn't in the best spot. I still don't really like how this looks over here. I think we need like a road coming off here maybe, and then build a house going like this and on this road as well. And then like this road could go up this way. I don't know. Maybe we want like this road, like this house on the corner. Maybe we don't want that, and we want this road to continue like that. That might be the call. I wonder if I'm waiting for my criminal career to begin so I can come and pilfer your city. I certainly hope not. The way you place the lights or whatever is glowing. That's nice. It's fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Got some ducks over here. Some swans out here. Do we have any other animal life we can add? I wonder. We have swans and we have ducks. I feel like maybe we want to add a couple more ducks off to the side that aren't just in this one area, you know? Maybe we want like a couple over here as well. That's maybe better. Maybe like some more ducks over here. I don't know. We want like a really active, like little pond here, right? I think that'd be nice. Just like a ton of wildlife out here. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. But if you're coming here to the beach, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. You can sit here and you're going to see so many ducks and swans out here. What more could you want? Truly. What more could you want, chat? Okay, no available houses. We need more homes now. We need more homes once again, chat. Where to put them, though? We have a little area out here. I think what we got to do... Who's living here? Cass is living here. Okay, so we are going to move this family. Wait. Chat. I don't need to do that. How do I... This. Boom, boom, boom. We are going to evolve all these houses so they have another floor. Now we can move more people in. And it's even better. This tree is like leaning weird now. Has it always been leaning weird? Maybe. It's the leaning trees of Belvaw, which is apparently the name of the city. That's what we're going with. Belvaw. Anyone have a name for our city? Do we want to change it maybe? We could. We certainly could. Let's see. Are you a baby? I don't know. I don't know who's a baby and who's not a baby. We will take a look though at Cod, and we will find out if Cod is a baby. We will look and we will see if Alexandra is a baby. Let's see. This is you, Alexandra. You are contemplating your existence on the roof. Where is Cod at? Cod, where are you at? Who lives here, by the way? Who lives in this house? Okay, so it's Alexandra, Henry, Yves, and Giles. But also on the bottom floor is Florence and Ferdinand.
Lizard.
Did I majestically grow up? You might have grown up. You might have grown up. Oh, you're unemployed. You are unemployed. Also, thank you for the lizard, Cod. Oh, Cod, what are you doing over here? You are also a woman, Cod. Lore accurate. You are married. Fruit stall, of course. You're sitting out here looking at the ducks and swans. Do you have a job? You're a street vendor. You are a street vendor. Wait, who am I married to? I have no idea. Who are you married to? Let's see. Can we find your home? House needs. Your house is right here, Cod. Let's see. You are married to Gautier, I'm assuming, and then you have 3 children. Is spouse an option? My jobless? You might be, Mac. Are you in here? I'm assuming you are. But I don't know. Let's see. We're looking. Mac, you're right over here. What is your job? You're unemployed. You are unemployed. Okay, we need to fix a lot of stuff up here, I'll be honest. These homes are not permanent. We need to like figure out, you know what? We do need to put more homes right here. One there and then one right there. That fits. That'll fit right there. And then I want to move. You know what? I kind of want to live over here. I want to live over here near some of my friends. Okay. Who do we have in here? Aggressively Violet is in that house. Ariel Gold is right here. You know what, Ariel? Congrats. You're moving in right here. These homes also, actually, we're going to upgrade them. And then we are going to move Aggressively Violet into here as well. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now people are... There's another family over here. There is an opening in here. So are these all empty now? These are all empty now. We can demolish all these homes. because these are all temporary to begin with. These are all the people that we moved from over here when we tore these down and made this better, because this is much better now. Like tearing all this down and making this a proper loop. Because if y'all remember from last stream, at the beginning of this stream, this looped around and ended right here. So where these street lamps are, the road ended and there was a house right here. We connected this road back up to the main road. And now this looks much nicer. We have some lights going around here. We just have some trees over here, some shops over here to cater to all these people. We have a warehouse here that the shops do, they store their stuff here. Same with this little stand here. It serves this. It's much better indeed. Let's see, where can we move here? This one can move here. Arts one can move to right here. There's another home. Is there? We have no more available homes. This one needs to be upgraded though. We can upgrade this house. These I don't want to upgrade because I might change this up a little bit. I might like make this road go out this way, and then we'll probably won't get rid of all these homes, but I don't want to. This one will stay and that one will stay for sure. But I don't know if I'll like put a road right here. Like I might do one road going this way because I want a road that'll kind of cut through here. I don't know what we'll do over here because there's just the border just kind of ends, but might be nice to at least have a road that kind of cuts through here, you know? We definitely want that. So I think this house will probably end up, you know what we'll do? We'll move people in from these homes into the two homes we upgraded. And I think we will tear these two down. I think that just makes sense. And then we'll get rid of some of these decorations. And we'll just put that road in. We'll put that road in right now. I think that makes the most sense to do. Is if we're thinking about it, let's just see what it looks like. Okay, we want a road that's like 5. Okay, so yeah, we want a road that goes like this. Okay, that's... We want to go like that. Yes, that's better. That is absolutely better. And I think we could probably... We can fit a house right here. Absolutely beautiful. We can fit a house in. So we're good then. We can just go like that and we'll upgrade this one as well. This is better. This is absolutely better. We'll upgrade this once it's built. Okay, now we're good. And we could build more homes out over here if we want. I think what we'll probably do, honestly, I think it would make sense. Ooh, I was gonna say, what if we like build a road here so we can put some houses facing like inward there and then have some houses going that way. But maybe we just build across like that. I don't know what we'll do in this little area. This might just be like a little park or something, like another, like to take advantage of this water here. Maybe put like some more ducks in there and just kind of make another little beachy area over here. That might be nice. That might be really nice, actually. Hey, Clover, how are you, friend? Hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing absolutely phenomenal today. We have more people moving in here. Clover, I think you're already moved into this village, aren't you? Let me look. Clover, where are you at? I'm pretty sure you're in here somewhere. So Wednesday, you're living back here. You're living back here in the Garden District. Beautiful spot. The former slums converted into beautiful little cozy garden district. Amazing. Thank you. I'm in the village. I think you're in the village already. We'll look though. We'll look for you. Maybe you're going to move in here though. I don't remember if you were in here last town to city stream. I don't remember. Hey, Cheeky. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, friend? I hope you're doing well. We're playing some town to city today. It's been about a week. So we're trying to figure out what we're doing. We're trying to figure out what we're doing. We're kind of just expanding currently after we fixed up some stuff. We're making the town. Clover, you're right here. Clover, you're living La Vida Loca, actually. Wait, do you live with me? What's going on here? Wait, no, you don't. Do you work with me? Let's see. So I work here. Ariel Gold also works with me. You're just in the shop and browsing clothing, I guess. You're looking to buy yourself some new clothing. We'll see when you come out where you go. So I am not sure where you live. I'll be so honest. Doing okay. I'm laying in bed being cozy. I love that. I absolutely love that. You know what we're going to do? We're going to put a home right here. We're going to put another home right here. Another home right here. And I think we can fit another home right over here. Cool. We have some waterfront homes now. That's amazing. We can fit like some trees over here potentially. Okay, this is great. This is great. Okay. I don't know. You know what we need? We need lighting. We need lighting. We need right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. And then of course we need one right on the end. Okay. Do all these homes. Okay. Everything's lit up in there. Everything's lit up nicely here. Everything's lit up here. We don't have it lit up right here though. Okay. We put a lamppost in between every home. So that way people can go out walking at night and feel safe, you know? Okay, and then right here, we probably want to put like another little lamp because it's a little walkway. But I think we want to put another one right in here. We have a lamp on this side. Okay, we're good over here now. What about back? This is fine. This is all fine. We definitely want a lamppost right here. And maybe we want a lamppost right here on the side. We want it really well lit up, you know? Okay, we want a lamppost right there as well. Maybe a lamppost on the corner. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good now. Probably want a lamppost over here, actually. Okay, I think we're good. I'm getting lampposts on all the corners and stuff. Beautiful, beautiful. We really do want to go to the paint section now, I think. You know what? Is this like proper? This is like, I don't know what's going on here, actually. You know what? I know what the issue is. I know why this doesn't make sense to me. It's because this was like a sand pathway or something. That's not something that I want out here. I don't want this to be a sand pathway. I just want this to be sand. Okay, so we're going to paint, sand. Beautiful. This is much better. This is much better because we can also just go around the entire edge and make this sand. So now it's like a proper beach. But you know what we also want? We do want a little bit of grass around the edge up here, you know? Want a little bit. Okay, that's better. That's better. Because you want a little bit of a transition zone, you know? This is where we turn men into women and women into men. Okay? We're doing it, okay, chat? We have the technology. We have the technology, chat. Okay, sand. We need sand over here as well. We want like a nice big beachy area, okay? We're going to expand this further, okay? We're going to expand this further. We want this going up like this. This is the entire area where there's going to be like actual beach. This is going to even go up a little bit further. So I really want like a nice big beach area here. Further even. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Nice beach area now. This, I may want to go up a little bit further. Not a lot, but a little bit. Love the way you're building this out. It's beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to think it out. I'm trying to think it through, you know? I don't want things to just kind of be plopped down with no thought to them. Because I did that to start out a little bit. I didn't really understand all of the mechanics of the game yet. And I still don't, truthfully. Okay, also, this is like the more public pond. I mean, it's public. All of them are public. But this one's like, this one has swans and ducks in it. Maybe this one is primarily just ducks. You know? Maybe we do like a couple groups like that. We have one over here as well. Okay, I think that's gonna be nice. And what we should do, wait. What is this? Okay, we have varieties of ducks and stuff we could put. Addie, are the ducks free? The ducks are not free. They are $5. Swans are also not free, but they are $2. Ducks are more expensive than the swans. Like, a resident wanted a pet duck. Ooh, where are you living, Cheeky? We have to find out where you're living. Have you moved in yet, actually? I don't know. We'll find out soon, though, because we will see you around town. We're gonna bring you around town. Bring you around town. Okay, I don't know who's moving in. We're gonna also upgrade these homes because these need to be like 2-story homes on the water. They need to be. Also, I'm thinking maybe this needs to be more sand going up that way. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. You want a little bit of sand on the corner, right? You want a little bit of sand on the corner. We're going to put some lampposts like that. Ooh, right up here could be beautiful as well. That's gorgeous. You don't want too many lampposts along the water here, though, necessarily. But I think you maybe want to put one over on that side like that. Like, that's nice. Because right here, you want it kind of free. Can I have a cute 2-floor house near a pond? I need to get my feet wet. You're going to have one of these for sure. If I see that you're not living here, I'm going to move you into one of these because you need to be right next to this little pond. You need to be here. You need a house that's good for streaming. If I could give you a little PC, I would absolutely do it. Can I put I can't put a duck up here, unfortunately. That is unfortunate, but I'm going to try my best to give you a nice little place. Okay. How about like a little statue? I'm going to give you this house, I think. Will we give you I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we have here that we can give you. Let us see. An animal bush? An animal bush could be nice. Okay, who are these people? Who are these people? They want home here. Give you that. Give you that one. Houses are perfect. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Do you prefer blue or red? Because we can arrange that. We can arrange that for you, Cheeky. I'm guessing you'll want the blue one. Your name's Blue, so I'm thinking we'll give you this one maybe. Maybe we give you that one. And honestly, here's what we're missing. How about we put a nice big tree back here? Another one right there. And then we need another one over here. That's nice. That's quite nice. Maybe we need another big tree over here, though. That's quite nice as well. And then maybe we put another big tree back here. And then we fill it in with some smaller trees, chat. We're going to fill it in with a couple of smaller trees in the background there. I think that's nice. I love neighborhoods that have trees. Me too. So we're going to give some, a little bit of greenery here going along the road going up this way. I don't know what we're doing up here yet, but I think you want trees along that road. I think that'd be nice. I think that'd be very nice. Very nice indeed. How about some wooden benches alongside the little I don't know, a lake pond. I don't know if I consider it a lake or a pond, but we're gonna add some benches like that. I think that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful. And actually, how do I turn this? What are the buttons to turn? It is, I don't know, I'm gonna click buttons until I find it. I'm gonna click some buttons until we can find it. V, G, nope, that did something. Okay, okay, I don't know what button that was. Oh, it's Z and X, Z and X. I think we want some benches like over here as well. I think that's nice. I think that's nice. And you know what? Maybe we add one more bench right over here. Okay, that's nice. What a gorgeous little area. Lots and lots of benches. Okay, we're making this a wonderful little area. How about some potted flowers on the windows? We absolutely want to do that. We absolutely want to do that. We're going to make these homes the most gorgeous. The most gorgeous homes anyone has ever seen. Okay, but also we don't want to add too many flowers over here. Oh, Cheeky, you're over here. Where do you live? Let me see. Where do you live? House needs. You're living right here? Cheeky, guess what? You're getting moved out. Boom. You're getting moved out into this wonderful blue home right here. Apparently, you also require some recreation. So what we're going to do, because I do see there is a nice little... How do I get to where I want to go? There is a nice... Maybe not a puppet theater. Maybe we go to the research menu and you find what other kinds of forms of recreation we have. Let's see. Ball throw. Okay. Cheeky, would you prefer a street organ? Or, let's see, a ball throw, perhaps? Those are your two options, baby. Puppet theater, street organ, or ball throw. Which would you prefer? If you had to choose between those three things, do you have a preference? Because we gotta put something there to make you happy, okay? And I have a great spot for it. I have a great spot to put it. I think, anyways. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Let's see. Also, a barber would be nice to get one. A bistro. We need to find a spot for a bistro. Ariel, I know we need to move you next to a bistro. Ariel feels like a bistro type of person. I don't know. I feel strongly about this. So plaza decoration. A street organ would be pretty loud all the time. Maybe a ball throw. Ball throw it is, friend. We also do need to get that bistro at some point here. But for now, we have the ball throw. Ball throw, we're putting it on like a corner here or something. Like nearby. Like I think, genuinely, I think like a ball throw would be great, like right here. But we need to rotate it properly. Where to... What if we like put it like this? Like on the corner properly like that. We got to get rid of like the street lamp. And then, ooh, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We have to expand the road down like that. And now we can go put the ball throw like right here. We're going to turn it. We're going to put the ball throw right there. That's a great spot. That is a great spot, chat. Beautiful. Because now you walk around. You can stop at the ball throw if you want. Amazing. You can stop at the ball throw right here, or you can keep moving on. I love having little things like this on corners. I think it's great. I think it's an absolutely great touch. Okay. Next time we're going to definitely... Next time we have enough research points, we're going to get the bistro. I think bistro, very important. Also, wait. We can upgrade. We can upgrade the town, chat. I'm going to take a quick drink. While our... Ooh, the train station upgraded. And it has a clock on it. Now, we know what time of day it is, chat. Amazing. Amazing. City upgraded to stage 4. Stage 4 has arrived. Housewares and research menu expanded. You've unlocked a new level, Fontebrock. Toast, if you're here, you need to tell me how to pronounce this. Fontebrock. I did like a weird German pronunciation there. Fontainebleau. That's better. That's better. Fertile grounds offer the perfect environment to learn about farming. Crops are used to supply powerful crop-powered commerce. Oh, we can grow crops now. You know what? What about out here? Do some farming out here, maybe? This could be a nice, we could put a nice little farm over here, skirting along the wall here. I think we need the road to go around, but then maybe out here and stuff, we do a bunch of farming and stuff as well. This is like the outskirts of town, perhaps. And you go out to farming that way. That could be wonderful. That could be wonderful. Fox, hello, 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 Fox. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. You can access Fontebrock whenever you wish to start your farming journey. We will be starting our farming journey at some point. Absolutely we will. Absolutely we will. I don't know when, but at some point it will be happening. Fountain of Seasons? We need a fountain, chat. We absolutely need a fountain. At some point it will be happening. Okay, someone wants some flowers. This is a good spot for it. This person wants like a fountain or something. This is a good spot for that. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. It was like decorations and stuff, I'm guessing. What is this? Quest? There's a quest over here. What do you mean there's a quest over here? Smell and seek? What do you mean smell and seek? I don't know what that means at all. I could not tell you what this thing is down there. Plant flowery bushes. Oh, they want like stuff. How about over here? Is this good? This is the garden district. Flowery bushes. Let me plant some flowery bushes, maybe. Potted plants. Flowery bushes. Where is the flower? There's a flowery bush. We want some of these for sure. How about we put like one right here, one right here, one right here. This is the garden district, chat. How can we not put flowery bushes in the garden district? Let's see. How are you doing today, Fox? I hope you are having the most wonderful day. We're gonna put a bush right here next to this. That works for me. Plant bushes. Do I have enough room to even plant all these bushes? I'll be honest, I don't know if I do. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna add a bunch like right along back here just to like decorate the wall area. Not the wall, but like the area right next to it. And then I will also grab the pin and want to move the pin up a little bit that way. I have 10 of them now. Plant bushes. Where are my other bushes? My non-flowery bushes. Let's see. Do I have those? I must have regular bushes as well, right? I don't know how to do that. But we planted a bunch of bushes up here. More people to move in. I'm depressed. Oh no, Fox. Really sorry to hear that, friend. I'm really sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do? I hope I can help. I mean, if I can't, that's okay as well. I just, I want to help. Let's see. Okay, we're making progress here. We're making progress here. I don't know towards what necessarily, but feels like things are improving. Like we've made the place nicer for sure. I really want to put a bistro down somewhere. I think like a bistro overlooking here would be nice potentially. Let's see. Road. That road's going up here. I think we want this road to connect somehow to like somewhere else. Absolutely we do. So I think like maybe we want to like do something weird with this. I kind of want to like erase this a little bit and then make this a more natural path to go like, well, it doesn't look very nice. That's not terrible. I don't love it. I don't love it, is the thing. Well, no, I don't love it. Wait a second. We want a road probably to go up like that. I don't know to where necessarily, but it would probably be nice to have a road going up there. I do need to fix this a little bit. Like straighten that out a little bit. Sorry, I hope the stream can help with it, even if for a while. I hope so as well. I hope so as well. You know, we love Fox. Fox is wonderful. Fox is literally one of the most wonderful people I have met through streaming. One of my besties for sure. For sure. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find out how to get this road. That's not bad. That's not terrible. I don't hate that. It's weird, but it works, maybe. I don't know what we put over here. You know what, actually? I kind of have a better idea. I'd like more of, I'd like some more room over here, I think. That's not bad. Because I want room over here to put like a bistro. I think a bistro being up on the hill here would be nice. Kind of like on an angle here. And maybe we could put like some benches and stuff out here to make like a nice little eating area up on top of the hill. Ooh, that could be sick. That could be sick. And then I definitely want like let's actually do like I'd like to kind of like take from out here and go something like that. I don't know if that's specifically the method, but like I definitely would like another little like park over here, you know? Another park alongside the water. I think we need like something like that. But like this road probably we want like we're gonna have to like fix this. Absolutely, we're gonna have to fix this. You know, we want this to kind of curve back out. Maybe we want this to connect and like the loop here, but then a road to kind of go off. I don't know. I don't know. These will probably connect at some point. They'll probably like make another little triangle. They'll probably merge, you know, these two roads. Let's try and merge them right now if we can, actually. Ooh. That's really sloppy. It's really sloppy looking. We'll fix it. That's just the idea. We'll fix this. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at some point, okay? Just cementing it in place. So that way in the future when I come over, I can be like, okay, that's my idea and get rid of it and redo it in some way. Maybe we have this road come around here and it connects up with this one. That's an idea. That is an idea, chat. Okay, we do have more people that want to move in. Do I have homes free? That's a question I cannot answer. The resident is not connected to any shops. We need shops again. Shopping area up here, perhaps. Let us look. Let us see. We want a warehouse probably somewhere. Can we fit a warehouse right here? We absolutely can fit a warehouse right there. That's what we want. And then we want some shops. Let's see. Food, please. Well, like a vegetable stall. Wait, we want snapping to path. We want snapping to path. We want to do like a idea. We definitely want like another path that just kind of goes. Ooh. That's interesting. That's interesting. This Ariel, hello. How are you doing? I'm going to be moving you at some point. You're in like one of these houses up here. Here's my idea for you, okay? We are going to research a bistro, and then I'm going to move you in near the bistro because you feel like a bistro kind of person to me. Feels like you would love to live near a bistro so you can go get some bistro foods there. Just makes sense to me. We're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna rebuild it. Doing okay? How are you? I'm doing well. I'm hanging in there, you know? I'm hanging in there. Let's see. Where was that? There's the warehouse. We want to put the warehouse like right here if we can. It's gonna like go into the mountain or the cliff a little bit, but that's fine. And then I'm thinking, let's do like a poultry stall. Like right here. Along with a cheese stall right here. And what about like a fish stall right here? And I think fruits and vegetables. I think we do fruits and vegetables like here. I think that makes sense to me. I think that makes sense to me a lot. We just need people to work here now. And then let's add some more people here. The entire town's gonna be working. The entire town's gonna be working here. Everyone's unemployed. But guess what? Not anymore. Not anymore. Hey, more people are moving in up here. We need more houses. We're gonna need more houses. Okay, we have a warehouse here and a warehouse here. We don't actually need all these people working here. Also, you know what, Ariel? Maybe we put you in charge of the bistro. That'd be sick. That'd be sick, actually. That's a good idea. Okay, we have a warehouse here and a warehouse here. So maybe this warehouse is fine. Maybe we don't need this warehouse. Actually, maybe we get rid of this warehouse because we have this warehouse right down here. Maybe that's the trick. Let's see. I dreamed my friends and I were trapped in a maze and couldn't find our way out. Oh no, Fox! Is this why you're depressed? It's because of your bad dream? Oh no, I understand. I understand. It was so good. No, you loved it. You loved it. Could you pretty please with Sugar and Top create a really, really super good maze for us? I can do that. I can probably do that. One with tall hedges and lots of twists and a bench in the middle where we can meet. A maze with a hangout spot in the middle. I bet everyone will love it. Even grown-ups. Ooh. Chigus is a child and children can't work. Amazing. A tall hedge? Okay. Where do we want to put this though, is the question. Do we have a spot? You know what? I don't know what we're going to put here. Maybe we put a giant maze right here in this long area. We need to fix this road though. We do need to fix this road right here. Okay, that's better. It's absolutely better. Do we need to fix any more of these roads? Probably, right? But you know what? We're good. 41 away from the next fish, I bet, COD. Next fish, I bet. Hey, research time. Bistro. High range and above average production capacity. We now have a bistro. We've done it. Let's see. Bistro. Boom. It's huge. This is the perfect spot for it, by the way. So I want to put it like right next to like this area. So this way we can put like little like park right next to it. Like a bistro, like literally right here. Oh, that's not what I meant. That's not where I wanted it. We want to put it, I like the angle it was on. That's the angle I'm talking about. Because we want it to be kind of like sneaking into the cliff here a little bit. I think that's cozy. Let's see. Let us see. Do I like this, how it's turning out? I think I will. I think I will. Yes, that's nice. That's very nice. And then we're going to have a nice little outdoor area here. I think we can kind of go like this. Oh, we actually just wanted to kind of go. We want it to go like this. And maybe we want to go like this a little bit too. So we want it to, you know. I think that's nice. And then I think we like probably add like a little well back here. Honestly, a well, that's where they get like some of their water. And then I think we want like a nice little, let's see, Z and X. I think we're going to put a bench there, and a bench there. And what about like another little bench right there? A nice little seating area. Wooden fence. We got to put a wooden fence up here so people don't like fall in, you know? Oh, I actually want to get rid of this. Let's make it better. Let's make it better, chat. We want like a wooden fence. Oh, what about a wall? What a smaller wall so you can still see over it. We want like a wall that kind of goes around a little bit, you know? Beautiful. That's nice. That is nice. Just a fancy little wall up top here for people to hang out at. And I think some trees would actually be quite nice. Some large trees on the top of the hill. I don't know if I love that actually. Maybe smaller trees are better. Smaller trees might be better. Smaller trees absolutely are better. Yes. Yes. COD number 1. My ADHD are demanding things of me. Go get those things done. Go get the things done, COD. What about a large tree right here? That is better. But I think it's a little bit too close. We want the large tree, like right here-ish, maybe. That's better. Yeah. A large tree right there is nice. That's a nice little touch, I think. We also do need to make sure we have enough lighting. What is this? Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's... Why is it small? I have no idea what's going on. I'm confused. Why is it on the ground? I don't... It's broken, chat. Let me save. Let me do a quick save, by the way. I haven't done a save in a while. Nix! Hello, Nix! Also, Nova! Welcome on in! Welcome on in, friends. I hope you're all doing well. We're doing really well, actually. We're doing really, really well. We are making our city a lot better. A lot better. Okay, warehouse can't transport to this building. We need a new warehouse, apparently. Where do we put a warehouse? A warehouse probably needs to be out here somewhere. How about we make a specific road to it? The city I would want to live in for free would be Chicago. Chicago's a great option. Also, for anyone that's in here, we do have a question of the day. If you could live in a major city in the world for completely free, and also you would automatically learn the language of the place you're living, where would you choose to live? Anywhere you want, chat. I think I want a road that kind of goes off like this. And I think I want this to like go around the corner maybe a little bit. Ooh, I don't know where I want that to go, but I have a couple roads. This road maybe will go up around the corner up that way, and this one will go down. That makes sense to me. We need another warehouse though, I think. We do need another warehouse now, finally. And so I think we're gonna put a warehouse like right here. That should hopefully work for this now. This one apparently doesn't work. Wait, it does now. It does now. It just didn't have enough people. So we still don't need this one. That's cool. Okay, that's good then. That's good. Okay, we have more people that want to move in, but we don't have places for them to move. Chicago's a great option though, Ariel. Chicago's a great option. I had chosen basically Chicago, New York, Seattle, Vancouver. These are all great options for me. Portland I'd be good with as well. I would prefer Seattle or Vancouver over Portland though, probably, to be honest. But also like Montreal, great. Montreal is great. This actually happened to me. I'm in the city now. That's true. That's true. You did literally move to the city you would like to move to. I've been working a static recompilation of Conker's Bad Fur Day for 4 days now. My total progress is about 80%. I'm using that Mr. Nice Guy tools from how he did the Zelda Majora's Mask recomp, but dear lord, it's hard to get this game patched since the only info on GitHub is from a 6% decompilation project. But I'm doing it until it's done. Maybe this will make people finally like me. I like you, Nix. I like you regardless of what you've accomplished and what you've done. I think you're wonderful. I think you are absolutely great. And we're happy to have you here, Nix. Let's see here. The bistro over here. We need to figure out housing. Housing, can we do... I think we can do like one house like right over here. It'd be, wait, you know what? Yeah, we do want the house facing this way probably. I think that's fine. Do that. But then I think we want like a house here. Maybe we want to do a house facing this way as well. Maybe we just kind of alternate. Alternating could be nice. Alternating can be nice here. Like that. That works for me. Just alternate them. Snap to path. Yes, please. We'll do another one there, and then we'll do a final one right at the end. It's doing some weird stuff though, actually. I don't really know if I want the one at the end. I think that's probably the best way to do it. I don't know, actually. That's kind of ugly. It's kind of ugly, maybe. Idea, chat. We're going to get rid of all these homes. We're going to make this road closer to this side. So that way we can actually... We want these homes to have more room. So we can do back to back. Oh my goodness, Herv. Hello, 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 friends. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to switch over to my full screen. Hello, hello, hello. Herv. We bring ingredients for goblin sandwiches. What are goblin sandwiches? I need to know. And are they vegetarian? Welcome on in, Gendering. Welcome on in, Finnereth, Spirit, Sharky, Loon. Oh my goodness. How are you all doing? I totally came in with the raid. They're vegan. Oh, great news for me. Great news for me. I am playing Town to City today, and it's a cozy little city builder where we get to design all the little details and stuff and decorate. It's wonderful. Also, chat members move in. So if you are in chat chatting, you will be living inside my city. It's going to be amazing. It's wonderful. So Herv, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, friend. I appreciate you. I got left behind again. Oh no, Sarah. But you know what? I'm glad to have you here now. I'm glad to have you here now. Best Pokemon right here on screen. I agree. I agree. We love Mimikyu. For anyone coming over in the Herv raid, if you're not familiar with me, however, I feel like most of you probably are, but if you're not, my name is Irradiated, but you can just call me Addy. I am a variety streamer. I have been playing Skyrim for like the last 8 months. I'm getting near the end of that playthrough, and then we're going to move on to Fallout 4. Last October, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 3 Remake soon, in this coming October. I have done Tiny Bookshop in the past. I do cozy games. I did Pokemon Leaf Green on stream, and that was very, very fun. I've been doing Pokemon Snap on stream. I'm taking a little bit of a break from that now, but I will continue with that at some point. What else have I done on stream? I did Dying Light with Joss Spector, did a collab of that. I've done a little bit of Phasmophobia on stream. I did a little bit of Scamline on stream. I do a lot of stuff. I'm planning on playing through the Halo games at some point. I don't know. I do a wide variety of stuff, a very wide variety of stuff. But yeah, I'm glad to have you all here. Again, thank you so much for the raid, Herv. I really, really do appreciate it. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. You're all wonderful. We're going to jump back into the game. I want everyone to see this game. I want everyone to see how wonderful this game is. It's really, really cozy. Currently what I'm doing is I'm trying to build some more housing alongside this nice little pond. I put a bistro up on top of this cliff overlooking this little pond. It's really, really nice. It's really, really nice. Bunch of benches along it. My goodness. Asphodel Rose, thank you for the follow. I know I'm saying your name wrong. Please let me know if there's a better way to pronounce it or something you'd like me to call you. Because I do want to say your name correctly if possible. I don't like to mess people's names up. I truly don't like to. But again, also if you have a different name you'd prefer, just let me know. Such a nice town. I'll move in for sure. I appreciate you. Finnereth. I really do appreciate that. We're trying to give ourselves a little bit more room here. Bakuka, thank you so much for the follow. And thank you for the first time chat. Hello. Again, this also goes for you. If you have something you'd prefer me to call you, or if you want to correct my pronunciation, please do so. Because I always want to say people's names correctly if I can help it. Here we go. That's a better path, I think. Mr. One Up Machine. Hello, Sean. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a ton, friend. We're trying to fix up our town a little bit here. I'll show y'all something that I corrected. Okay, I'll show you something I corrected once I'm done with making this road look a little bit nicer. I think that's pretty good. We need to like tighten this up a little bit, obviously. And that's a little bit better, but I need to change it. I need to fix it. Going in like that. This is going in right there. Okay, that's a little bit better. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning. Bakuka or Baku? Bakuka is probably more correct, isn't it? Bakuka. Baku. Okay. I love to know that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow and thanks for coming on in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Auntie. How are you? Accidentally slept 12 hours? You know what, though? I love that. Asphodel Rose is my sibling. They tend to go by Rose. They saw your stream on my laptop and decided to pop in and follow so they can catch your next live. That's so kind. That is so kind. And I always love welcoming in people. Like, obviously, I love welcoming in strangers and stuff and people that I don't know. But you know what? If there's any connection between you and people I'm already friends with, instantly you're my new friend. You're my new friend. That's how it works, chat. Okay, we're gonna put a house right there. And then we're gonna line up houses on this side of the street, okay? Because we want lots of housing alongside the little lake over here. That's just the way we are. And it's accessible housing as well, by the way, chat. It's accessible housing. Okay, now, and it's accessible because this is just gonna be everyday regular people. This isn't rich housing. This is just housing next to a little pond here. Anyone can live here. We are gonna get rid of this house though. And we're gonna try and line up some of this housing a little bit better. Because it didn't look very nice there, I'll be honest. It really didn't. And that one still doesn't look very nice right there. We are going to place this maybe more like right there. And I guess we'll try and fit some in. Here's what we're going to do, chat. We're going to get rid of all this housing. We're going to start fresh on this side. I think that's just what we have to do. We tried to save some of the housing from before, but it just doesn't work that way. And then it gets a little bit weird at the ends. It gets a little bit weird at the ends, but you know what? It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We got to do what we got to do, right? Also, question of the day for everyone. Question of the day for everyone. If you could live in any major city in the world for completely free, and also you automatically learn the language of the country fluently and the area. So if there are any like niche languages and stuff, you learn those as well. But for instance, if you want to move to like Tokyo, Japan, you automatically know Japanese. It enters your brain with a download, okay? So if you could move anywhere in the world completely for free, where would you choose to live? That is the question. That is the question that I'm asking, chat. And Auntie, you're saying Athens, Greece. That's a nice answer. That's actually a very nice answer. It's not one that I would have thought of off the top of my head. I don't know why. I mean, Athens, Greece, probably a beautiful city. But like, I don't know. I just didn't think of it. Finn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I appreciate you a ton. We love that. We love that. We love a follow from someone we know. Let's see here. We need to decorate this at some point here as well. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move these people in. They've been waiting here for too long. We're going to move you in right up here. Also, there's another family here. We will see if any of these people that are moving in have some. Oh, Mr. One-Up Machine, you're right here. Loon, you're right here. Sharky, you're right here. Sarah, you are over here. Finn and Spirit, you're living together. We love that. We love that. You're two separate families, but you're living in the same house. So I hope you get along. We can move you out if you don't, but also Docs, I'm sorry. I just realized I saw you in chat and I didn't say hi. Hello, Docs. Hello, hello, hello. I was gonna say hi to you, and then I think like there was just other messages in chat and I was answering someone else and forgot to respond to your message. So I'm very sorry. Hello, Docs. Hello, hello, hello. Auntie, you love Greek mythology and history? I love that. Greek history is fascinating. There's a lot of cool stuff there. So you would do Montreal? Montreal is a beautiful city. I've never been, but I love how it's basically a European city in like North America. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Also, I do need to run ads here in a second. So I'm going to switch over to my just chatting screen here. Let's see. I'll catch up on chat and then I'll run ads. Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is a great option, Nix. I think Tokyo is like, honestly, like a beautiful city. Beautiful city. I would probably choose some, like there are several like Chinese cities that'd be beautiful to live in. Again, the main issue is that I don't speak the language, but in this prompt, we're just assuming that we like download the language and we know it fluently. So easy. That'd be easy then. Like obviously like Chongqing would be beautiful. Shanghai, Beijing, Chengdu. There are a number of large cities in China that'd be amazing to live in. I would love to live on the outskirts of Athens. The history of the area mythology is great. I love that. Milan is a good one. Roomies with Spirit. That'll keep me young. I love that. We love that. We can roast in European heat. I came in with the rainbow is lurking. Violet, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. And I work for PlayStation when I move. That works great. That works great. Okay, we're going to run the ads now that I'm caught up on chat. But I appreciate y'all sticking with me through these ads. I hope you don't get any bad ads. I hope you only get good ads. I'll see y'all in a few minutes here. We'll just hang out in the just chatting here. But yeah, I think I'll run through my options of where I would move. Okay, so Montreal is a great option. Vancouver is a great option. New York City, Chicago, and Seattle. Those are probably my 5 North American cities that I would think about moving to. Okay, now let's go European. So European, Dublin would be a great choice. London would be solid. I think Paris is overrated. I like Paris, but Paris is maybe a little bit of an obvious overrated choice for me. I think Barcelona would be nice. I think Berlin, or maybe even somewhere like Frankfurt would be nice. I think Vienna would be wonderful. And then it would probably be like Amsterdam or Stockholm. I think those are probably the other European choices that I'm like drawn to. If we're going Asia, obviously we got, like Shanghai, Beijing, Chengdu. We've got Chongqing. We've got Seoul. We've got Tokyo. Where else would in Asia, where would I be thinking about? There's probably some other options that I'm missing that would be really good options that I'm just like forgetting about off the top of my head. You know what? Now, Australia, Melbourne would be nice. Sydney would be nice. I think obviously you go to New Zealand, you go like Auckland. You could go Christchurch. Christchurch would be an interesting one as well. Christchurch is not one people think of when you think of like New Zealand, but I think that'd be a nice place. Dunedin has a great music scene. These are not necessarily top of my list, but if I'm thinking of New Zealand, those are great options. Where else would we go? I'm trying to think. Obviously, like there's South American cities and stuff, and there are African cities, but I'm trying to think like which ones specifically like would appeal to me. I don't like heat. So like that's when it gets tricky. That's where it's like normally like a lot of my cities are either in colder climates. Like obviously we went Australia. So like that's not necessarily that, but those are at the very bottom of my list probably. Because also I don't like bugs and snakes and stuff and spiders and all that. So that makes it a little bit tricky. It makes it a little bit tricky. Can I move into a forest? You could move into a forest. That'd be fine. Kaiju, hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you as well, friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are having an absolutely wonderful Sunday. That goes for everyone, of course. Goes for everyone, of course. However, I don't know who's in ads or not. So I'll say happy Sunday to everyone once we're out of ads. And I'll answer chat once we're out of ads. Because again, I don't know who's in ads and I don't want to answer any questions if the person that's like asking isn't going to be able to hear it anyways. Also, happy summer solstice. Happy summer solstice. Also, we're out of ads now. We are out of ads now. Kaichu, hello, hello, hello. A happy Sunday to you as well. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me catch up. Let me catch up on chat. Finn, you can absolutely move to a forest. Forest would be absolutely fine with me. Let's see. I know what people mean by Tokyo, but it's funny when it is mentioned because Tokyo is technically a huge area that includes several islands and rural mountain areas far away. Living in different parts of Tokyo can also feel quite different in part because some wards are run by the Japanese Communist Party while some are run by the Liberal Democratic Party. That's true. No, Tokyo is a massive city. It's a massive city. So yeah, it is tough though, because I think when people talk about Tokyo, like the place that people are thinking of as Tokyo is specifically just like what's the region called? There is like there's a name for it. There's a name for it that I can't think of. Like there's like Tokyo City and there's like God, I can't think of the name of it. I cannot think of the name of it, but there is like a specific place that has a name that is like the major spot that people think of, but I can't think of it. Nix, engineering new ideas. Job tasks. This is for what your profession in PlayStation. Okay. Engineering new ideas, job tasks, and employee care. Instead of games as a service, I'd come up with ideas how they could bring back first-party titles from the origins of the company, then make them with little to no microtransactions and recreate the engine to make the games more optimized to play rather than focus on beautiful graphics while keeping them story rich, but not movie rich. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think like making games when you're like part of a large studio is very complicated because there's a lot of moving parts. Whereas like smaller studios, they can't make as big of games, but there are less people around to complicate things. Because obviously, when you're working with a large team of people, there's a lot more coordination that needs to happen, and things move a bit more slowly because you have to communicate more slowly with a team. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. Spirit, I always get erectile dysfunction ads or men's underwear. Given that I'm a cis woman, neither apply to me. The ads are crazy on Twitch. I do not like them. I mute whenever ads are running. Absolutely. Happy Father's Day if you celebrate, and happy solstice to my fellow magical people. Yes, happy Father's Day to everyone, or not. You know, obviously, if some of you probably don't celebrate, then that's fine as well. That's a noble cause. I hope you get to influence it somehow, at least a little tiny bit. Also, Nix, if you're going to be working at PlayStation, please bring games back to PC, because now Sony is no longer going to be bringing their games to PC anymore. At least not like their first party games. For a while here, they were on PC, and now going into the future, they're not going to be anymore. So that's sad. That's too sad. Now, the problem in game dev is the amount of money, not the number of people. Well, I'm not saying it's a problem to have a large number of people. I don't think it's a problem. I just think it's a different type of development, and there are advantages and disadvantages to working with a large team of people, right? A large team of people can do a lot more, but it does mean that it's a little bit more difficult in terms of like actual development, in terms of like the ideas and stuff, and like working together, because there's a lot more moving parts, right? Whereas a smaller team can work together easier generally. Obviously, this is all generalizations, because there are large teams that work better than other large teams, and there are small teams that work worse than other small teams. But in like in a perfect world where things are like functioning well, it's definitely I would say smaller teams generally, it feels more personal, whereas large teams, it feels a bit more like a large amount of people. Like, I guess like the way I would say it is like everyone's bringing ideas to the table, and you all have to kind of come to agreements and stuff like that, right? Whereas when it's a smaller team, you can kind of have one person that's in charge of certain areas a little bit more. But it depends, because there's in between stuff as well. Not every small team is the same size as other small teams, you know? Like a small team could be like 2 or 3 people, or it could be less than 100 people. It could be like 80 some people, and that's still pretty small for like a game development studio, you know? But a large team could be 1,000 people, or it could be 500 people. And that's very different as well. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just salty because I work in game industry. Yeah, well, I imagine working in the games industry is absolutely hell. It's one of those things where I've talked about this to people before, where it seems like it's the sort of thing where when you're a child, you dream of like making video games, and then when you actually work in the industry, it's like the chance of layoffs is incredibly high. You're getting moved around the country and stuff, depending on what you're doing. I mean, it's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. Capcom is doing, I think Capcom is doing a lot of good things with how they're developing their games and stuff currently. I agree. I'm a big fan of Capcom. Okay. These people want decoration, so I need to decorate this area still. Okay. That makes sense to me. We do need to decorate this area more. I'm going to do that right now, actually. Let's put lampposts in between every house. Why does this keep shrinking? I don't want that in the ground. I want this up. This is like bugged. CX, no. Let's see. Shift plus CV. What does that do? Okay, it brought it back up. So let's see. Shift C. Okay, I need to do that when I want to place this apparently now. It's not really how it should be happening, but it is how it's happening. That's fine. That is fine. I joined with the raid, then had to lurk so I could fight a blender, but meowdy everyone. Welcome on in, Loon. How are you doing? What were you making with the blender? I hope it was something absolutely delicious. I do enjoy a lot of things that you can make in a blender. Specifically, I love smoothies. I love milkshakes. Ooh, you made a smoothie. What kind of smoothie did you make? What kind of fruit did you put in there? That sounds wonderful. If it wasn't for Capcom, I might not be as into gaming as I am now. I look at my Steam library and it's like 60% Capcom games. I love that. Capcom has a lot of really, really wonderful games. They're not all like for me necessarily, but I know a lot of people love them. Yeah, I need to put a lamppost right here as well. And right there. Boom. I think now we're pretty lit up in this area. So that's nice. We probably need to do a little bit more decorating. It's got peaches, strawberries, mango, dragon fruit, and banana with some Greek yogurt, oat milk, and honey. That sounds absolutely delicious. I hope it's amazing. I'm imagining it is. I can't really imagine a smoothie not being good, you know? Like, what would you have to mess up to make a smoothie not good? Like, I guess maybe if like the fruit was rotten, that's probably a pretty major issue. But you can tell if like a smoothie or if like a fruit is rotten, right? Like if you're gonna put it in the blender, you're already looking at it, so you can kind of tell and you're feeling it and stuff. Too much Greek yogurt? Well, it depends. I like if you're doing flavored Greek yogurt, let's say you're putting vanilla Greek yogurt in the blender. It's just more yogurty, right? It's almost closer to like a lassi then. And I love lassies. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, by the way. I'm not Indian. And no one's ever explained to me and I've never looked it up how to say it properly. I know it's like lassi or lassie. I'm sure there's probably more going on than just that, but those are like the two ways I've heard it. So I don't know which one is technically correct. I don't add yogurt, use almond milk. I do both. So I usually add some yogurt, and then instead of like water, well, I'll sometimes do like half water and half almond milk, you know? Like I usually add a little bit of almond milk for sure, at least a little bit. For me specifically, I don't really like Greek yogurt, so the Greek yogurt can be overpowering. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, if you don't really like Greek yogurt, then yeah, the mixture could be a problem then for sure. We're gonna add some trees here, I think. I think that's the way to like make this nicer. Because it seems like it was like lacking something, you know? And then I think you probably gotta add at least one large tree in the middle here, right? Or a couple. That's a bit better, I think. And now maybe you add some more smaller trees in here as well. Okay, you know what? I think we get rid of this one right here and make this a bigger one as well. Not that one though. We want like something like that. That's better. Okay, I'm for that. We want like a nice big tree down here at the end, I think. What's the biggest tree? It's this one. So we're gonna put this right here. And then I think, what if, to make this a little bit nicer, how about we go like this? Yes, that is beautiful. That changed the whole dynamic. Adding this little road right there and having like the tree on this little separate island, that changed things for me. We do need to, however, move this tree a little bit more to the center of this. That's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. Right there. Beautiful. That's gorgeous. Very pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. I love Nintendo. Despite everything they do as a company, they made my childhood so magical and continue to bring it back up to this day. Yeah, I feel like the way I feel about Nintendo is similar-ish to how I feel about Disney. So Disney is obviously like more evil than Nintendo, but the flaws in the companies exists in similar kinds of ways, in the sense that like they're both greedy and stuff like that, and they're both, you know, big companies that make money. That's capitalism, you know. But in terms of how they've made me feel with like stuff that they've made over the years, definitely important, you know. Nintendo has a more flawless record though than Disney, I would say. Because Disney, there's a lot of stuff in there that I have no interest in or I didn't like. Whereas Nintendo, it's mostly hits in terms of stuff I've played by them over the years. And listening to most people, you know, like most people like most Mario games, or they like most like the Pikmin games, or like most series have more bangers than not, you know. Whereas Disney, there's a lot more, not like the quality fluctuates more, I think, with Disney. At least like recently, over the past like 20, 30 years, there's more like flops and there's stuff like that. Whereas Nintendo's pretty consistent. Like they're not, it's not a perfect record or anything, but you know, hey, this is great. This turned out amazingly. Better than I could have imagined, actually. Like I didn't really have a full vision for this. And now seeing this, it's really nice. That is very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. I usually do frozen fruit, a frozen green and milk, and that's it. You know what's really good? Okay. This is not a healthy smoothie, okay? So like this is not like the plan if you're trying to do a smoothie that's actually healthy. But do like some vanilla ice cream in there. Do it where it's almost like a milkshake smoothie. That's like next level. You know what we need to like get rid of this tree and do a bigger tree. I think this area would mightily benefit from like a big tree. Like I think this will really like tie this together. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Now imagine though, chat. Imagine like Christmas. Walking here and seeing lights on this tree. There's a little clothing shop here. Another little shop here. What is this one? This is a shoemaker. Ooh, imagine walking down this road next to the puppet theater. It's like they're putting a Christmas show on. Maybe there's some like, there's like Christmas lights going around the lake. Big Christmas tree here. Absolutely gorgeous. There's like there's a ball throw up here. Ooh, this is amazing. Do you do something creative as a job? Because like this build is fire. I do not. No, I mean, I stream. I guess I do, you know, streaming is a creative thing, but I don't know. This game just makes it very, very easy to build nice things. I don't know. And then I have this little beach area here. This is gorgeous, chat. The game is just wonderful. It really activates your imagination. Also, we have more people that want to move in. They want to move into a house with multiple floors. Well, guess what? This doesn't have multiple floors yet, but guess what it's about to have? They're all about to have multiple floors, chat. Yes. Okay, now it's been activated. Ooh, we've unlocked the full potential, chat. We've unlocked the full potential. Okay, also, we're going to move in some more people here. Okay, let's see. Baku, you're living right here, by the way. This is your house. And Loon, you are living right here. You're living like right next to the original little pond or lake here. It's really, really nice. This is a great spot to live. This is a great spot to live. I like that it's yellow. It's nice. It's a nice little color. And you're living right across from the fish stall. So I hope you like fish, because you will be smelling fish every time you walk out of your house. And honestly, Loon, you will be too, because the fish shop is just around the corner. And you also have the big like pond here. So it's going to be a fishy smell for sure. Does it carry over people from previous streams, or do they reset each stream? It carries over. So there are people in here from when Liz rated me the last time I played this. And so we have people in here. Let's see. Blurred came in from then. I think Zealous Pumpkin came in from then. Let's see. Who else came in from then? I don't remember. There are people in here, though, that definitely came in from over then. Let's see. We're moving more people in. We're going to fill up all these homes with people that we don't know. Sacrifices must be made. It's true. It's true. For this beautiful beachfront property, you're going to be smelling fish, you know? That's a thing people don't think of when they buy beachfront property, is the smell. Now, some lakes and ponds smell better than others, but it's still going to smell like fish and like algae and stuff like that. So there's going to be a little bit of it no matter what. Let's see here. What else are we going to expand upon here? Because this is turning out much nicer than I thought it would. I'll be honest. We started the stream today stripping all of this down, and then we couldn't figure it out, so we reloaded before we redid everything. And most of this is kept the same as it was when we started the stream today, except we knocked down a house right here to build this road through here. Because before, this road ended right here, and there was just a house right here. And so like there was a house here and a house here. And that house that was here was just kind of like one of these houses where it just kind of rounded like this. But building this road through here changed everything for me. Having this road here made this feel so much more open. It made it feel so much more connected. This is so much nicer now that this is all connected. And then building this road through here and making this little beach area changed things as well. And then just like filling it in with trees back here and building the roads up here and deciding to put the bistro right here. Also huge, because this is a nice little area. You eat here, you can sit outside here, but I'm also imagining you could go sit over here and eat. And maybe you would put some more picnic tables out here when like it's really nice out. Add some more picnic tables out here. I wonder if that's a thing I could add. I don't see picnic tables in here currently, but it'd be really nice if in the future I can unlock some. Like if I go in here, like let's look, let us look. Plaza decorations, flags, banners, sunshade, bollard. A barber would be nice. So people, park decorations, picnic tables. That's what I want. I want picnic tables. Give me picnic tables. Yes, please. Picnic table out here would potentially be nice. Maybe. Picnic tables are kind of what I want out here, to be honest. Maybe we add a couple picnic tables. Let's add one here. Let's add one here. And maybe just the two for now. The two for now might be enough. But I think we do want like another like right out here. Rolling through the streams. Hello. Hello, friend. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you. We're trying to decorate the town a little bit. We're trying to improve it. I think we're doing it. I think we're doing the dang thing. Picnic table right there. Beautiful spot. Another one right here in the shade, maybe. That's a good spot. Maybe another one like right over here as well. I think that's a good idea. Right here. Beautiful. Love this picnic table vibe. Yes. Picnic tables are important. It's good to have them. Maybe we get rid of some of these benches and just add picnic tables. What do we think? Like, let's see if we put a picnic table over here, picnic table right here, picnic table right here as well. Can you give me a little tour of your town? Absolutely. So here is the entrance to the town. You come in via train, you get off here, you enter the town, okay? There are houses going around the lake here. There's like not really anything going on over here yet, but I'll still give you a tour of it. There's like houses and stuff here along the shores of this lake. There's like a little food area here, so you can get like your cheese, you can get your poultry, you can get some fruit. There's also some benches you can sit on just to kind of chill. You can also just kind of walk around the lake if you want. There's benches and stuff. There is a puppet theater right here. So you can get a little bit of entertainment. When you walk on the lake, you can take a stop here and kind of enjoy it. There's also a clothing store here. There is a shoemaker here. There's also housing here. I'm going to upgrade this house, actually. I haven't done that yet. There's some housing here. There is also a fruit stall and a vegetable stall here along this like little flowery hill. So you can get some food when you're walking around the little lake. Some more housing back here. There's like a little path along with another cheese stall right here and some more flowers. But lots of people are living around this little pathway here. There's like a tiny little park back here that's kind of nice. So you can just kind of sit and stuff. We love a park that's just kind of sitting in on some housing. But yeah, the housing loops around. There's a little slide here. That's where it connects back to the lake. We also have what I like to refer to as the Garden District. This was a previous little slum we had that was just kind of like some hidden housing. There's like a little alleyway that cuts back here. This was an ugly little area at one point. But you know what? We've now reformed it into the Garden District. Look at all the flowers. There's tons of flowers back here, along with a little well back here. It's very, very cozy. Very, very cozy. And the Garden District kind of overflows because we have flowers coming out from around it here. So you kind of you get a little vibe there, right? We have a research place here. This is just kind of here for utility. I might end up moving this at some point. This is not very nice looking over here. This is also a warehouse where all the food and stuff can be stored. This has not been very developed yet. This is my house. It's up on the hill. We need to develop this more at some point. I might redo this and stuff. This is not what I've worked on very much. This side of the town, it's not been worked on a ton. But this little area here around the lake, there's a little path here that cuts in over here. There's a picnic table, a couple picnic tables, some more food stalls, vegetables and fruit here. Another picnic table, some more housing over here. And it just kind of, there's a little island here of housing with a beautiful tree here that I imagine around Christmas time, they would light up. I imagine they would put tons of lights on this tree and it'd be wonderful. But there's also a little fish stall right here for people to eat at. There's a factory over here, or it's a warehouse to store like food and stuff. There's also a little ball throw thing here just for some, you know, leisurely activity. Some more housing here. This time, beachfront vibes. We have a nice little pond lake here. People can come hang out at the lake here. People live here. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Out here, there's nothing yet. This road just kind of ends. We don't know what we're doing out here yet. But the thing that we've worked on today the most, we finished up this stuff over here. We redid this. This road used to end right here, and there was a house at the end of it. And there used to be a house right here instead of the road. So we did that, but then also we made this out, all this out here. But this entire area up here on the cliff side and on this lake up here, this was not here at all. This was not here at all. This was empty road. We've added like food stalls and stuff here, tons of food access, lots of housing. There's a bistro right up here on the top of the cliff. There's like a little seating area here, some more seating areas up here for people to come hang out at. A little well and behind here that I imagine they get some fresh water. It's very nice. But then lots of housing here, just lots of housing. A nice little tree at the end here, little path going through there. More housing here, just alongside the pond, this big lake and stuff here. We gotta put some sand here and stuff still, and we gotta make this look nicer. But we have a bunch of housing up here. It's really, really nice. I'm enjoying it a lot. You're making me want to get this game. It is phenomenal. The Steam Summer Sale is actually coming up in 4 days. So maybe this game will go on sale and you can check it out. I really, really like it. It's not difficult at all, by the way. It's been so chill. It's mostly just decorating and like building things out and researching new things to build. I'm going to take a quick little drink of my Powerade, by the way. I'm very thirsty. And after yapping a ton there, explaining and showing off my town, my mouth is very dry now. So I'm going to take a drink. Okay, there we go. Much better, much better. And I'm going to fix my posture. I'm going to actually sit up properly because my butt is getting sore, chat. Hoping to get this in Tiny Bookshop. Definitely get both. Both are great. Both are absolutely phenomenal. I'm a huge fan of both. Look at all this housing. Great housing. There are 300 people living here, by the way. That's an insane amount of people. An insane amount of people. And they're all in the town, by the way. Like, it's not simulated. Like, each number of person, like 300, there are 300 individuals living in the town. Now, a bunch of them are inside the houses and stuff right now. They're not like out and about all walking at once, but they are here, which is very, very cool. I love that. It's like in like City Skylines, for example, which is similar to this, but different. Those people are like, they're not all out and about existing. You know, you'll have hundreds of thousands of people and you'll see people walking on the sidewalks and things like that, but like they're not all individually simulated. In this, they are, which is very, very cool. Very, very cool. Came out of bed, took my med and coffees brewing. I'm almost a functional human being. I love that. You know what? Me too. Me too. I could almost pass for a functioning human being. Oh, another person, a couple more people to move in. We're moving them in up here on the riverside, or not riverside. And that's the one thing. I wish this had rivers. There are no rivers here, unfortunately. There are other maps. Some other maps might have rivers. I haven't played on any other map yet, so. Also, we do have requests, and I haven't been looking at them at all. Fernand, work is done. Time for home. Worked so hard. Sure would be nice to hang with others after hours. Would be nice. No such place. Mayor create? What's happening? Why are you talking like that? Mayor create. Place to meet, like park. But not with work buildings around. Enough work. Place that makes us happy. Okay. So we probably need to research a couple more places like that. We don't have a lot of them. We do have this bistro that we already placed somewhere. Let's see. Do we have any 0 of 30 artisan residents with at least 60% happiness? What is an artisan resident? I am not familiar with that. Interesting. We need to unlock more stuff for like some of the earlier stuff. I don't have all that. Let's see. Bushes and decorations. I haven't unlocked that yet. Butcher would be nice. An optician would be nice. Halloween decorations at some point. I think a butcher would be really nice to get, actually. Tastier meats. Okay, that'll be a thing I'll get at some point. Let's move you in up here. We have to find a spot where we want to put a butcher. What about a butcher right here? A butcher right here would be really convenient. That'd be a really convenient spot. Also, I love that it's just like, oh, let's snap to path. Like a butcher like right here. That's great. That's great. That actually is a little bit too close to the other property. Let's put it a little bit further away. Like, how about like right there? That's nice. That's a little bit nicer. I like this though. I like having like a building just kind of on this hillside. Let's see what it looks like. Because like you're walking up here and then boom, you have a building there. That's wonderful. I kind of wish I could fit another one up here and maybe another right here, but it's not happening. That looks nice. That looks really nice. You know what I'm going to do actually? What about like a big tree right here? Big tree right there is nice. And then a smaller tree right there. And I think you need like, truly, I need another building or another house there. And then we probably need like another tree right there. Just to kind of, ooh, and you know what? A third one. We need, you know, rule of threes. And then a smaller tree right here. That just makes us look nicer. We also need like another tree right here on the back side. That's better. That's much better. Can I put another like tree in between? Yeah, that's also better. Okay, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There is actually space right here to put like another tree, and I think I should do that. Okay, that is better. That is better. And we need probably not that one. That one's a little bit big. What if we do like this tree like right here? Or what about this one? No, that one's a little bit too skinny. Let's put like that right there. Okay, this is much nicer now. We do need to hire some people here though. How many people do we need to work at the butcher? I guess just max it out. That works for me. I see no reason not to max it out. I also do think we probably need to like don't know, like add another like smaller tree right here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. We needed more trees. More trees, always a good thing. And honestly, another big tree like right here, I think is a good idea. That's a little bit too far ahead though. A little bit too far ahead. We want it back a little bit more. Maybe not that, but we want it like right. Let's try that. That's better. That is better. Okay, it's cozy. It looks cozy out here now, chat. This is really nice. This it reminds me of like if anyone has ever lived anywhere where they've like had like a new housing development or something, where like they plant like small trees, like little baby trees, and the place looks so weird when it's just all tiny trees. There's no big trees in the background or anything. But then let's say like 20, 30 years go by, and now all of a sudden those baby trees are so much larger and everything just looks like it really pulls it together. Really pulls it together. When you didn't have these trees in here, it looked naked. Now with all these trees, this looks like a real place now. This looks like a real place someone could live. Okay, we are also going to fill in with sand all this because we need to make this like a proper beach area. Okay, we want like sand over here. We're going to add like a little bit more of like a beachy vibe. We're going to get rid of like that one tree here. That tree we don't want there. We want like a more of a beach zone. We want a little bit of grass showing as you get closer to the road. Minus like right here, because here it's like right on the beach. But I think like right out here, we definitely want a little bit more of a vibe of like grass. You know, like right here now, that's good. Okay, that's beautiful actually. That's beautiful. Round this out a little bit more. Beautiful. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now we have a little bit of a beach zone. And I think we want, once again, we really do want some nice like picnic areas here. Let's do like a couple picnic areas right there. Then probably like we'll go crazy with them over here, to be honest. Yes, that's basically perfect. Just a ton of them. Just a ton of picnic areas out here. That's quite nice. And I think we'd also like some benches over here. Just, you know, because you're not always wanting to sit on like a picnic table. We want a little bit of like an area where people can just kind of chill, you know? That is nice. People have tons of access. This doesn't work apparently. Let's see. What's the issue? Warehouses can't transport this building. It's because we don't have enough workers. Okay, we fixed it. We have fixed it now. Okay, who is this? Desires a house surrounded by decorations from the light source category. We have that. Right here. That's the perfect house for them. Okay, what's going on over here? The resident is not connected to any shops. That is the problem with living back here in the garden district, is that there are not a lot of shops. Maybe, can we connect a shop here somehow? We could move the research area somewhere else and put some shops here maybe. So the research area does not look great there. What if can we fit? Sold out. Okay, can we move this place? Move building. Could we put this? Yes, we can put this here. It's a tight fit. We can put that there. And then what if, let's see, warehouse, small warehouse, mayor's home. We want, do we want to do another bistro? A bistro right out here could be good. Because it's also right on the lake. Or the pond. I don't know what you call it in the game. Okay, snap to path. Like, honestly, putting it like right here. And then we can't really put another thing here unless it was like tiny, I guess. I mean, I guess you could probably fit this here. But do we want a butcher right here? Let's see. How tight of a fit is this? I actually don't want it right there. I want it like flipped around, I think. Like if it's going to be anywhere, I'd like it. Yeah, like that. Like that would work nice. That I think is really nice actually. If we have it fitting like that. Because now you have a little bit of like a little alleyway right here where there's still something, there's something to shop on. I love that. That's a great vibe. That's a great vibe. You have a couple little shops right here, just like you can buy some fruit and you can buy some vegetables right here, but you can walk up here and get some meat, or you can go over here to the bistro. What's it look like from the back? A little bit ugly, but we could probably like put some nice stuff out here. Let's see. We're going to fill this up with people to work at it. And then this is just, okay. You know what? I kind of love that this cuts out weird here. This feels like an authentic sort of vibe, you know, like, again, here's the lore. The Garden District used to be a slum, like a slum area where like the quote unquote poor people used to live, you know, but now it's been like gentrified essentially. But in like a good way, I guess I would say, like good gentrification where it's still affordable for people, but like it's been cleaned up. Let's call it a revitalization effort instead of like a gentrification effort, maybe. Like they came in here, planted a bunch of flowers and stuff and like made it look really nice. And so it's like this skinny little alleyway back here. And it's like, maybe it wasn't nice at one point. Maybe there was like some crime issues and stuff, but they've just kind of like fixed it up. And like, it's beautiful and stuff. But then like, there's this weird little alleyway area here where it's like the road gets a little bit skinnier out here. And you have this building here where it's like the butcher shop, or maybe like the butcher shop used to be like the people in the alley maybe worked at the butcher shop and it used to be kind of like a not desirable place to work. But now it's like actually like kind of a nice butcher shop right next to the bistro. This is nice. I'm enjoying this. We're going to fill up that butcher shop with people. And now we have to add another person over here. Now this place, the proximity to like food and amenities and stuff is wonderful. I checked on my plants. One has tiny flowers. Another is growing like crazy. I love that. We love plants. It's gorgeous outside, low 70s, light breeze. That's so nice. That sounds absolutely wonderful. Sounds absolutely wonderful. We love a cozy day. Okay, this is great. This is great. Why is this person unhappy? House needs. Happiness from points needed at their house. Family trait. I don't know what I can do for them. Work decoration, I guess. It's not that great out here. That makes sense. Let's make it better. Let us make it better. Let's add like a tree right there. You know what though? Should I can't add a bigger tree here. A bigger tree here won't fit. Let us add, how about some flower bushes right over here? Some flower bushes right over here would be nice. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's add like 3 of them. I think that's probably pretty good, right? What about like a flower patch? How about a flower patch like underneath the trees? This could be nice. Yeah, let's add some more. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. We definitely want to add like more flowers and stuff around. Let's add some like right over here. Okay. That's better. That's definitely better. I think this is all pretty good. People are probably happier now that I've added them. What about if I add, again, like a tree back here would probably be nice, right? Or like on the corner. We need lamps. We need lamps for lighting. Let's see. We need Shift C is to raise this up. We need lampposts right back there. Because we don't want the area back here to be dangerous now all of a sudden. Okay, do we need lamps up here? We're good up here, actually. We have lamps. Maybe we want another lamp. Oh, what's the button? Oh, I messed it up. I messed it up. Shift C is what it was, right? Shift C? No. Why is it being weird? Shift C is absolutely okay. Yeah, that is correct. We want a lamp here to light that up a little bit more. And we probably want like a lamp right over here. Okay, we just want to make sure this is all lit up nicely, you know? And honestly, Shift C, add a lamp right here on this corner. And maybe like right here as well. Nah, just that side. Just that side. We want this lit up nice, you know? What about on the waterfront? I think we probably do want one right there at least. And we probably want like some going up here a little bit, you know? And let's add some more out here. We really want this to be lit up nicely. Let's put it right there. Okay, this feels safer now. Okay, let's add one on each corner. Right there. Beautiful. Now we're safe. Now we're safe out here. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, chat. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm a fan of that. We have more people moving in. Movement over here. What about this one? Plus 20%. They can live right there. Okay, we now have 317 people living in town. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We have too many people working at the research shop right now because we're not researching anything, but we should research something. The barber would be nice. Street organ. We want street organ because we want more like activities for people to do. And honestly, maybe we should put that activity thing like out here somewhere, because these people don't have a lot of. Right here, right on this corner. That's where we're going to put it. That's absolutely where we're going to put it. The street organ would be great right here. Right there, I think. Perfect. That's going to be perfect. Let's see. Yes, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. We needed leisure. Beautiful. How much better could that even be, chat? We need a lamp, though. We do need a lamp for them. How about we put that, like... You don't want to put it in front. Put it, like, right behind, maybe. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. Just put it right behind there to keep things lit up. You know what, though? Maybe we need one, like, over here. Shift C. Shift C. Shift C. We want another, like, right down there, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That is better. Okay. But now people living up here have a little bit more leisure. Okay, it's just these homes, I guess. But it's better. It is better. Okay, let me do a save. Let me do a save, chat. I am getting hungry. I am getting hungry. Looks cozy? I think so, too. I think so, too. I think this is going swimmingly, actually. More people to move in. Let's move them in quick. Let us move these people in, and then we're gonna start unwinding, I think. Let's see, we can put those people right there. We have 321 people living here. There are some people that are unhappy. Home decoration. You don't have enough home decoration? You know what we should do? We have a spot. We have some spots back here to put some trees. We definitely want to put some trees back here, I think. That's going to help a little bit. What if we like put some flowers on the homes? I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I got an achievement for placing decorations. We love that. Let's just add a bunch of decorations here. I think that'll make everyone much happier. Boom. I don't think are these people still unhappy? House needs, they're a little unhappy, yeah. They're a little bit unhappy. But I don't really know what to do for them. So I'll be honest, I don't really know what to do for them. Makai, hello. How are you doing, friend? I hope you're doing well. We're just getting ready to wrap up here. A little bit. But we made a lot of really good progress in this today. A lot of really good progress. Like, we built out this entire other half of town, basically. We built that out. We fine-tuned all this out here. This has been built out a little bit more now as well. It's actually amazing how much work we've done. A really good amount. A really, really good amount. Hey, I think we're leaving it off on a really good state here. Like, there's not any, like, major issues going on in town. Can you show us our characters in town before we wind down? Absolutely. Let's see. You are just over here. This is you. You are a transporter. I don't know what that means. I guess you move goods between the shops and the warehouses. This is you. You are married, apparently. Where is your house? You live right here. You live right here. Right next to this little well park. You have a little park next to you. There's a well, a couple of benches, and you live right next to it. There's a big archway here. That is a wonderful little place. So Makai, let's see. Where are you at, Makai? Can I search for people? Let's see. If I go up here to people in town, I wonder if there's a way. And I don't know where. There's so many people in town now that I genuinely don't know how to find anyone. I guess if you type in chat, that's going to be the way for me to find you. So if you say something in chat, it'll pop up above your character and I'll be able to find you. So if you want to know what you look like, type something in chat. Okay, you're right over here. So you're over here. Makai, you're over here. Wait, do you live in the Garden District? Okay, this is what you look like, Makai. You are married. You are a street vendor. Let's see. House needs. You live in the Garden District. This beautiful little area. Something. Okay, wait, Cheeky. I wasn't zoomed out. Where are you at? If you type something again, I need to be zoomed out. You're over here. Cheeky, that's right. You're moved in right over here. You are living. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you and Herv. Hey, wait. Herv is one of your parents. So let's see. You're living here with your parent, Herv. And again, you are living right across the street from this wonderful, wonderful little pond, lake. I don't know what to call it. But yes, Auntie, you are living right up here. Here you are. You're chilling. You're just gazing off. Fox, you're living over here, right next to this beautiful park. This is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous little spot to be living. This is the perfect place for a fox to live. Michaela, hello. Hello, friend. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, where are you at? You're up here. You're eating at the bistro. You're eating at the bistro, Mikhailov. You're coming on out. You're also apparently married. And you live right across the street from the bistro. That's a great place to be. That is a great place to be. That's right. I was going to move Ariel, wasn't I? I was going to move Ariel to be next to the bistro. Where is Ariel at? I think Ariel lives somewhere over near me. I don't remember the specific house. You're right here, Ariel. So we're going to move you up here next to the bistro. Look at me. I haven't played this with the Twitch connection. It's really, really good. It is absolutely phenomenal. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it like a crazy amount. But yeah, that's everyone, I think. I showed off everyone. We have a ton of people moving in right now. We have 339 people living in town now. So we're going to do a quick little save. And then we're going to exit out of the game and switch over to our just chatting. Exit the menu, save and quit. I already saved, but you know what? We're going to do another little save over what we just had. Exit the main menu. And then we'll actually close the game here as well. And we will switch officially over to our PNG tuber. I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did, because that was like truly wonderful. That game is so good, and the Twitch connection stuff makes it even better. Like it really just adds this whole extra layer to it. I have so many hours in this game just messing around. It's really good. It's really, really good. That was a treat. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Cheeky. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Such a nice way to spend some of my Sunday. I feel the same. I feel the same. I wasn't sure what I was going to play today, but I'm glad I decided on Town to City. Tomorrow I'll be back with more Skyrim. I know that that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, but on Thursday I will be doing a wonderful collab with my friend Marie Posa. We're going to be playing some Phasmophobia, and that's going to be a good time. So Marie is like an expert when it comes to Phas, and I'm very much an amateur. And so that's going to be chill. That's going to be chill. Lots of spooky times for sure. But yeah, tomorrow's Skyrim. We're just going to kind of continue doing some questing and stuff, some adventuring around, see what kind of trouble we can get up to and stuff, you know? I think it'll be a good time. I think it'll be a very, very good time, though. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? Who do we want to raid? We have a few options. Are we feeling more cozy today, maybe? Because I do have a friend that's playing some Stardew Valley. Some Stardew Valley could be fun. Let's see. So Stardew Valley would be an option. And I'm leaning towards that, because Stardew Valley does just sound like a chill time. And I think everyone is familiar with that. Yeah, let's do something cozy. Let's do something cozy. I think cozy is a solid idea. And I have a wonderful friend who is doing that. So let me get my raid message ready. But also, I was just about to mention Glitch. I'm literally talking about Glitch right now. Yep, that's who I'm mentioning. Also, anyone in here who's not already in my Discord, feel free to join that. That's where you can get some updates on what I'm going to be playing and when I'm going to be streaming and stuff like that. That's where I post my schedules and stuff. Also, I do post clips from my streams to my TikTok. So there is my TikTok link. Feel free to follow that. Feel free to give all of my clips lots and lots of love. I would very much appreciate that, actually. And also, here is my raid message. Go ahead and copy and paste that, and we'll get raided out to my wonderful friend, It's Glitchberry. They are wonderful. They're doing some Stardew Valley right now, and I'm looking forward to watching. I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste that raid message myself, and we'll get heading over there. Like I said, tomorrow we are doing more Skyrim. That'll be at 6 p.m. And I'll see y'all there. I will see y'all there. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Adios, everyone. Bye.